Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Friday. So glad you're with us this weekend. We got a big weekend for you. It's going to be a jewelry party. We've got so many exciting things coming up this weekend. You got to tune in to find out. We'll be with you all weekend long and over into Monday. So again, if you are not familiar with the schedule for now, it's Friday night I'm with you, and then I see you guys on Saturday morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Monday night. 6 shows, 4 days. That's when I'm here. So I know there's still been a lot of confusion. Well, don't get too comfortable with that. But again, that's what's happening for now. So we're very excited to have you with us tonight, starting what is our kickoff. We call it Club TVON. We're so glad you're with us. It's the most exclusive place to be on a Friday night. Trust me when I tell you. And that goes for jewelry lovers. It goes for, oh gosh, gemstone aficionados. And tonight we have a showcase you will not soon forget. There's going to be a pink diamond that may not sound like a big deal because it's not a stone that we love our pink diamonds, but we haven't seen them in a while, and that really is something we will not see going forward. What I have tonight is a bigger stone. It's a 1/4 carat, so we will see that on the way, something that you would normally have to go pay admission to a museum to see the likes of. We also have 2 blue wing block Ds, and I know that last time I saw you guys, we had a really special Asher cut, and we had a really cool trillion. Well, I'm actually going to bring you some fancy cuts tonight. We've got a round and a trillion as well. The trillion I last had was very large, 8.5 carats or so, if my memory serves me correctly. We're going to bring you a smaller and hence more affordable stone as well on the trillion. It's actually going to be one of our more affordable blue wings we've ever had in a ring. So you get the fancy cup, you get a great affordability with it, and also the round is exceptional. One of our best museum reserves, and so thrilled we get to bring that out. It's about 6.5 carat. It is going to be in a bridge mounting, and it's very exclusive as well. So fitting for Club TVON. Also, we have some really affordable zircon earrings, and that's, I know we've been bringing out the best in zircons of late. We have a huge blue zircon, but I'm also going to bring you some very affordable ones in earrings, match pair, beautifully done. So we have that and more, and there's a men's ring that's new. It's Fire Opal. I know that's been requested a bunch. So if you were one of the many looking for Fire Opal in our gentleman style, we've got one. It's in a great mounting. We also have a new designer piece. I've got a big diamond for you if you want a yellow. It's over 2 carats, and that's been marked down as well. So as we kick off this weekend, this party time, we've got so many special pieces. If you have requests, get those in. Happy to help you with those as well. So we're going to get started with something, well, this can be the only way to start a show like this. When you've got a stone as exclusive as this is that we hardly ever see in the world of gems and jewelry, well, this is one of our best, and it's Paraiba, the one, the only, the 7070 item number that we have, a 147 stone. And this feels like one of those ultra luxury, probably because it is, but you know, it's amazing that we take one of the rarest stones in the world that most people are not even selling, even if they have it. I speak because I'm one of them. I am one of them. I am one of those Paraiba collectors that is holding on dearly to my stones. But that's what most of the world is doing. So in turn, the stones are going up in value. But we decided if we're going to bring out a beautiful pear shape, and actually I know it is looking like a trillion, but it's actually a pear shape. Technically speaking, there is a more rounded corner underneath those prongs, but it's still giving you that trillion essence. So you've got a very special cut here in all respects, but also we're giving it a lot of gold. We're giving it a ton of gold. One of the bigger mountings we do for the ladies, and it's all mirror finished. And then you have the diamonds around it, and that would be your halo. A good stone deserves a halo in diamonds, and it has been, yes, very good blue-green color and very clean for being a 1.5 carats. Now, I must say, there's a reason we're starting the show off with it. I know not everybody is right here promptly at the beginning. I get that. You guys who are real true collectors, you are because you know. I'm not going to start with just anything. We're going to start with something that is really going to set the tone for the entire next 6 big shows we have together. So this is what I'm going to do. We're bringing a carat 47. That is normally a stone, and I know you know this because you've seen enough shows to know what's going on with the 1.5 carats. When we have a blue green, this is not the green material, it is not the purple material. Sometimes, ironically, those can be a little bit less in price. When we're seeing 1.5 carat stones, however, in the blue green, like we're seeing right here and now, those are stones that routinely get $12,000, $13,000 and $14,000 price tags on this show. This one is not, and it's got that big wide band to go with it. So there is a ton of gold, and we know what gold's doing. Where I used to, when I started in this business so many years ago, and it was 2 decades and a half ago, when I started, we didn't have to talk about gold. We never did. We never talked about it, mentioned it, because gold was really not the big part of the equation. Here, you have to talk about the gold weight because it's so impressive right now. When you do a mounting like this, where there's a wide cigar band style, and that's what this is referred to as the cigar band style. That's because it's so wide. Then you give diamonds on top of that, the Paraiba centered up. up. This is one of the most beautiful and exceptional stones we have. And the best part is it's not $14,000. And this is that rare of the rare in that blue-green color that we adore to see. And you're going to get a better value. And I must say it's one of our best. I'm a collector from way back of the stone. It's the biggest gem collection I have is the Paraiba. So again, when we talk about what it went for 20 years ago, what it went for 25 years ago, well, guess what? We got a better price tonight, 2025, on this March 14th. Evening that we have where this one is going to go because it's not $14,000, it's not $10,000, and this is one of our best values. I'm going to try it on for you, and then you're going to see what it's all about because this one will not last. Trust me when I tell you, come on in early. Welcome to the party. This is how we do it. Look at the finishing on the inside that you have so that it is ensured to be a comfortable piece with a wider band. How about looking through the undergallery and looking at the clarity of that stone as well? Here's what it looks like on the hand, and this is so important. I've got two ways to wear it for you. So you can see, first of all, here, so I know you're seeing almost knuckle to knuckle, and probably on you that is going to be knuckle to knuckle, but still tapers slightly in the back. And then if we flip it on around, look at this. Other way to wear it, point up towards the hand. Look at that. The gleaming blue greens. I mean, it's practically, I think it's about the size of our signet ring, the large version. So you know that that's an important style, but it's not $99.99 or half of that at $49.99. This is just straight up value. It's going to be that way all night long. Promise you that, and all weekend long. So you ready? Not $49, not $39, not $29.99. This is a big stone. It's major. Come on in because I'm giving away jewelry. That's what I do. I make sure that we can give you all the best in values, and I really, really appreciate those of you that are here right up the top, right at the beginning, ready to score those deals, ready to get those big values. It's not even $2,500. When you talk about a 1.5 in the blue green and it's clean, this is the top gem quality out there. And yet it's not even 25 or 24. It is so affordable. And this is just, again, when you've got this much gold, that accounts for what should be about $2,000 or $3,000. And yet it's going to go even lower than that. You're not spending $2,000 even. This is crazy good, and somebody's going to get it, but there's only one, and it's only $19.99. So this is exceptional, and it'll be gone. And you can even change the gold color if you want to. So yellow gold or rose gold are just fine. Hey, Tracy. Tracy's welcoming me to Friday. I love that. Well, welcome to Friday, Lauren. Nice of you to be here. Yes, Tracy, thank you. Happy Friday to you, TGIF. Hey, Kirsten, thanks for being with us. Oh, Kirsten, you're so kind. Thank you. Hi, Renee. Renee, thank you so much. This one's already gone. All right, that was gone a long time ago. I'm too busy looking at messages online. But anyway, thank you so much. I've got a really cool earring for you. It's actually more than an earring. It's an earring and jacket. And we need a jacket out here in California. Normally, we don't. I have to go find mine. It's like, okay, where's that jacket? I know I have one somewhere. I know I have one. I know I own a jacket. Right? But this is, it's been really cold here. It's been really cold. And still is. And I haven't seen the sun in a few days, so I'm a little, oh yeah. You know I'm solar powered, right? You know I am solar powered. So thank goodness for these lights that mimic the sun, because I am solar powered and I am barely functioning. But here we go. It's been rainy for, I swear, it feels like 180 days. But when you don't get rain but more than 2 days a year, and we've had 4 days straight, is weird. So, but I'm glad to be with you guys. And we've got, of course, the big weekend ahead. What do we have this weekend? Let's see. Pie Day today. Pie is in not like apple and pumpkin and cherry, although that sounds better than the mathematical equation to me, but yeah, Pie Day today. And then, of course, what do we have tomorrow? Something's tomorrow, Ides of March, then Tony's birthday on Sunday, then St. Patty's Day on Monday. It sounds like a party to me all weekend long. So we've already got the Paraiba gone. I'm sorry to everyone who missed it. We've got some cool earrings. These are earrings that come with jackets. So you're getting the stud, you're getting the jacket. So I'll show you how that works, because you can wear these a multitude of ways. And if you have a stud earring at home, or quite frankly, any earring with a post, you're going to be able to use these more ways than you even imagine. So take a look at this. This is going to be our combination here of 112-3450. And this is actually where you see, interestingly enough, did they swap these? What's interesting is, yeah, they're the asymmetric design too. Wow, that's even cooler. This is really exceptional. So this is one of the studs, is a Tanzanite, and then the other stud is the pink of the tourmaline. So I know these may be a little out there for some, but if you're a little bit cool with, you know, stepping outside the box every now and then, well, then they're for you. They stay in white gold. It's 3450, and there's a carat 76 total weight in Tanzanite. They're the rounds. And then you've got the fabulous tourmaline, which are those bright pink. I mean, they're really close to rubelites, and that's a very exotic type of tourmaline. You get 226 in the tourmaline. They're all 18 karat gold. We threw in a couple of diamonds as well, but this is the beauty of it. And go ahead, Tim. How you doing, Tim? Doing well. Okay. Hi, Sylvia. Did she get the Paraiba? Sylvia, congratulations. Why is she thanking me? All my thanks to her. Thank you, Sylvia. Where's she calling from tonight? She ready for a Club TVON that she will not soon forget? She's already marked it well with that Paraiba coming her way. She's in Georgia. Wonderful. Well, hi, Sylvia. Thank you so much for being with us because she snagged a good one, didn't she? That was a good one. She also beat out a lot of people. Do you see what I just did? I deconstructed the earrings. So you see how there's a stud and then the jacket. Two little openings, if you will, because you can obviously adjust these. So the idea is it looks like when you have the stud, which you can wear on its own with diamonds, you can wear that all by itself, comes with a post, or you can add the jackets, which then drop behind the earlobe. So it looks as if you have a stone that basically is setting right below the earlobe itself. So it looks like it's floating. It's one of the coolest styles. Plus, again, if you have other studs at home, which I know you probably do, you can add those jackets to other stones. So really mix and match them, play with them, make them your own. So it's a really cool earring, but it's actually going to be, again, multiple ways to wear it, really unlimited ways to wear it. These are the backings that are 18 karat gold as well. I do want to point out there's a little silicone around them, so it makes them easier to grip, which I find very, very helpful. This one is the opposite. So when I say asymmetric, that's what I mean. Let me show you how this one is. The stud is the pink tourmaline. Come on, sit up there for me. And then there we go. And then you've got the jacket, which is in the Tanzanite. So it's a really cool asymmetrical design. They look like cute little spoons. But again, you can adjust them. They are the three, excuse me, I said two. There are 3 holes, so you can really just make sure that you're adjusting based on the length you want them to be. And they are going to be, well, they're under $1,000 for everything you see there. It's really 4 pieces, really 6 if you included the backings. And you can make them just, again, a variety of different ways and have some fun with them as well. Not to mention you can put these diamonds that are off to one side. You can put them top, side, bottom, wherever you want to. And then you've got the opposite here where you've got the backs have the diamonds on either side of those round stones. They're beautiful. It's an all-around great value because your tourmaline Tanzanite party's going on. The colors all work together, but like I said, you got a mandarin garnet stud, add it. You've got a ruby stud, a diamond stud. I know we all have stud earrings. All of us do. This is a great look, and again, play with them almost like you would our Wonder Ring because there's a million and one ways to wear them and enjoy them and make them part of your jewelry collection, and they're not even $1,000 or $999. We're going even lower. I got a lot of discounts coming your way tonight, so get ready for, again, the celebration, or I should say celebration that's going on here tonight for our big Friday night party, and these are not even $899. They're going lower. Take a look at that. And we'll make them $888 to the very first caller only. And just again, some great little drop there. You've got the drop, you've got that beautiful detail. Again, they take a minute to put on, so I think we all know the stud. You see different sizes too, so it's asymmetrical in multiple ways here. The different stones, the different colors, the different sizes, and then you can mix and match them as you want. We're seeing asymmetry in jewelry and fashion all over the place, so you're getting a great chance to pick that up, and let me know if you want them. So $888, we'll keep moving. And again, oh, Sylvia, I just said a final farewell to your beautiful Paraiba. My farewell before it ships out to Georgia for you. And then I think one of our greater values tonight is actually this Kunzite we have, and stick around, we got affordable in diamond necklaces, in zircon drop earrings, in fabulous color change spin. Oh, and I've got one of my better values on one of our museum reserves. It's an 18 karat stone, but it's priced like it's a 10 karat. So in Tanzanite, so get ready and look at that. There's the color change spin that's new in that wider band. We'll see that one as well. Let me know who's got our 18 karat gold studs and jackets and asymmetry and designer and everything about them. And there's a lot of red flash with those Tanzanite still, which is why they look so good paired up with the rubelites as well. We'll move those to the side. They're verifying right now, and then take a look at this. A Kunzite in the yellow gold. You can change it, so I'll let you know right off the bat because we usually see them in the white gold. So again, if you want to change that, you may, but it's 7026. Oh, this is Mom's item number. It's her birthday. I don't know, it feels like that comes up every day. I don't know why that is because there's only one. Yes?
California wanted to tell you that her 4-carat Tanzanite came and she's going to be giving it to her friend, and she just wants to say it's very wonderful.
Really? And say her name again? Lynette. Oh, it's Lynette in California. Hi, Lynette. Now, she got a 4-carat Tanzanite. Are you telling me she ordered it for her friend for a gift? Oh, that's wonderful. Well, Lynette, thank you so much. I'm so glad you got it and love it. She obviously, she loves it enough to give it away, because I say that because I know we always want to keep the things we love, but honestly, I think about when I gift give, I really want it to be something that I'm really, really proud to give, right? And so I think the fact that you feel confident enough and love it enough to give it away as a gift is amazing. So what a lucky gifts recipient, a friend of yours. Lynette, thank you so much for calling. I'm so glad you love your 4-carat, and I think it's going to be received quite well, don't you think? I think she's probably pretty confident in that. So thank you for shopping with us, and good to hear from you, Lynette. All right, we'll take a last look. We got the Kunzite coming up. Yes, Jess. Sure, you got it, Susan. We got it. All right, so 7026 is our 728 in the neon Afghan Kunzite. Were those last earrings a little out there for everybody? Okay, so I'll keep those. I will gladly keep those. I'm not afraid to do the asymmetry. I love those. I think those are the coolest earrings we have here. And then here we go with a really special Kunzite deal. It's our big time 728. It's in a more elongated emerald cut than some, and it's going to be 50 points in diamonds going around it. I'll try it on for you. It does need, it looks like, again, this is not a stone that deals with inclusions. So let me show you that. It's got a little, sometimes pieces need a little polish from the back, so a little steam cleaning. Again, there you see no inclusions whatsoever. So again, a beautiful stone, giving more purple than it is in the pink, which is always the sign of a really top quality neon stone. Right there is where you have it. Plus it's going to be an amazing value. This is one of our better ones. That's why I wanted to get it up here early for you. We'll do the zircon earrings shortly coming up, but this is the 728 one only. It's supposed to be $29.99. Got a new price, got a lot of freedom to discount. We did, I know a lot of you may have missed us over the weekend because we only had half of our weekend shows than normal. So again, just because of a power outage, unexpected. So again, if you're a little hungry for some shopping, I'm still discounting. I did quite the sale event on Monday to make up for it. We're going to keep that going here tonight for our Friday. So really big party. You'll notice some really extreme values, and I say that because we're used to great values, but they're going to go an extra level of value tonight. So got special again privileges to make sure that everything goes out the door no matter what, and that's why we're seeing values like this. So here we are, better than 29, better than 19, better than 15, when you've got a big 728 and a rock star of a gem. And I think it's really telling that if it's in the yellow gold, there's the richness of the purples and the blues that you're getting, which is why it looks so good in the yellow gold. So a great choice there. And it's actually going to be, how about better than 15 or 14.99? We'll make it $1,399 instead. And since it is almost mid-March, we've got a beautiful aqua discounted as well. Some Sierra Santa Maria, maybe the prettiest mandarin. Yeah, it's premier private collection, all right. It didn't even look like mandarin at first. It looked more like a pristine orange diamond, if you ask me. So I'll give it a little flash here. If you're a mandarin fan, maybe you're not a mandarin fan. I think you will be after seeing that stone. Look at that. And a little surprise on that one because the diamond weight, I can almost guarantee, not going to be, actually, I think they really underestimated the diamond weight on that one, so you're getting a lot of free diamonds in that one. And hey, Risa, happy Friday to you. Good to see you with us. And hey, Kathy in New York, also in the house tonight. Good to hear from you as well. And then we've got something that I thought, you know, we know about St. Patrick's Day, and we know about the luck of the Irish and the lucky talismans that we wear, the 4-leaf clovers and whatnot. I do have another symbol of luck here tonight. I want to show this on my hand real quick in case you are into a really cool design. And at first it may not even really read as that one single horseshoe, but it's actually multiple, the 5 horseshoes put together here that really makes this cool design. So just a little shout out to those of you that like a little luck in your jewelry or feel like you wear pieces for not only just the meaning behind them, but maybe that little extra. This is a really special look, and it's all 18 karat gold, and it's $71.85. And so, and Eugene's with us as well. Oh, that's really cool. Thank you. Hi, Eugene. Good to have you with us. Happy Friday to you. So here is our 18 karat gold. It's in white gold only. There's a mixture of the brush finish and the diamond finishing through the 5 horseshoes. And then you've got all of this incredible style, which is actually diamond cut chain, 18 inches, but adjustable. So you see that little bead there off to the left of the clasp and closure. That's going to be where you adjust it to any length shorter that you'd like. So it can really sit up close to the neckline, whatever that's comfortable for you, or it can be extended down to the more traditional 18 inches. But 10 points in diamonds. You see it's got that nice little side to side. I'm going to show it here on the neckline as well, so you get a better look at it here against a skin tone to really appreciate what that's going to look like size-wise there. And yes, I'm wearing gems because, well, I did miss out on National Jewel Day yesterday, which I was kind of sad about. So again, couldn't be with you guys on National Jewel Day on Thursday, just not my schedule at the moment. So anyway, I wanted to bring you out some gems here. So this is going to be a really cool look, even against a lot of color. We'll take another close-up look at it, and then we'll move it along here because this one's really affordable. I know that sometimes these are the pieces that maybe you feel like, oh, I'm not sure I'm going to wear that every day, but let's just make it really affordable so that you can pick it up when, you know, maybe you are a fan of the rodeo, or you like to go to the races, or you are in the equestrian world. I know a lot of friends who are. I grew up in an equestrian area myself. So, you know, again, a lot of, you know, horse owners or people that like the races, whatever it is. This is a great way to go. We're going to make this only, you know, I was going to do $9.99. That's affordable for an 18 karat gold necklace. We're going to go lower, make it $599 only to the very first caller, and just a really special look. And maybe it's symbolic too because of the number 5 who knows, maybe that's going to be symbolic of 5 kids, grandkids, pets, horses, whatever it is. Make sure it's your lucky number. So take advantage of that, and $5.99. That's why I went with the 5. So $5.99 gets a great value. We'll move on from that one. It's a really cool 18 karat. You don't see a lot of the 18 karat necklaces. So I think that that's really to be appreciated in today's day and age when obviously gold doing what it's doing. Here's the back side of it. So you can see how it's finished really, really well. There's your spring ring closure, and that little bar, or that little bead, I should say, has a little heart charm too. So if you do, no matter where it's worn, you're going to have a really nice little extra something special that's dangling from the back of your chain as well. So that's $5.99 and perfect. That would be a great gift idea, don't you think? That would be beautiful if you also know somebody who is into the equestrian world or loves to be doing dressage or whatever it may be. That's got a couple friends who do that as well. All right, so let's move on to our beautiful Sierra Santa Maria. Here's our aqua. This is that March birthstone that is just, well, here it's a different level. And I mean truly and literally different origin and different level completely. And this is just so incredible, isn't it? And so here we go with item number 112, 1831. And this is very special. Hey, Mary Jo, glad you're with us. And here we go with our beautiful aqua. That's going to be a 232. It's 1831, you see it's our beautiful Sierra Santa Maria, and whereas most aquas would look like that white background more than they would look like any kind of true sky blue, this one's just being a razzle dazzle sky blue intensity that we love to see, and we only really see from the Sierra Santa Marias. You really have to go to that find. Of course, if you go today, there's no remnants of that mine. It's completely done. It's been done for about a decade and a half. So no active mining being done. This is the way to get your best of the best aquamarine right here. And let's take a look at that elongated pear. Yes, we saw the perfect example earlier where not all pear shapes are elongated. They can be a little bit more kind of stout, right? They can be a little shorter in their stature, and then they can be even a little more elongated than typical proportions, which is definitely what you're seeing here. So gives you a nice big look. It's going to be that elongation we love, and it's got 53 points in the double halo as well. So good. It earned 2 halos and got that really special look. And I do want to show you, this is one of the best baskets we do as far as the way the basket is formed, not just on the back, which gives you an under gallery like you see there, but actually through the side profile as well. So when you look here, you've got that great profile with all that scroll work, and then you see how it just tears up. It elevates a little bit, and well, yeah, exactly. I mean, happy tears, right? Tears up sounds like, you know, you're tearing up in your, you know, you're welling up with tears in your eyes. I mean, literally stacks up, elevates from one halo to the next to the center stone. How about that bright, amazing color, even from the profile? And yet we have one, and it's just, it's a gorgeous stone, and it's simplistic, but really striking at the same time. So I'll go for some simple striking and some, you know, striking simplicity all day long. I think that's what really a great jewelry design is all about. Keeping it classic, but really giving you some attention here. And that's what it's really all about with the best of in the aqua. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the hand. We'll get you a new markdown on this one as well. Started at $39.99. Aquas like this, they tend to go for $60,000 or $70,000 a carat in the real world, and that's generally speaking auction houses, not stores. It's not like walk into the store and say, hello, I'm here for your Sierra Santa Marias. It doesn't really work that way any longer. They're really, again, scarce to the point where you've got to go to private collections. And so usually museums or auction houses are the only ways to get them, and we're going to make this really affordable right now, not $39 or $29 or even $19.99. So one of our better aquas here, 232 in size. Big mandarin, great Tanzanite, got some gorgeous blue wings, affordables on the way, but this is going to be actually under $1,500. Let's make it $14.99. And then the Brazilian Paraibas in a necklace. And I mean diamonds and Paraibas galore are coming out to play, and wait till you see. We've actually got one big Paraiba, one of our larger ones here. I think it would actually be the 3rd largest we have in the current inventory, in a necklace that will be affordable and with a very, very long chain that is coming for free. So attention anybody who just needs a long chain and you're looking out there in the world scared at what they're going to cost. We have a really, really special chain coming with it. So it's actually, it looks like it's going to be, gosh, it looks like it's 23 inches in length. That's very atypical. So we've got a very special chain coming up with a pendant that's going to be practically free. So stick around with us for that. The aqua's $14.99, a fabulous way to go right then and there. If you'd like to go ahead and take advantage of it, I hope you will, because it's a really good value and a bright, striking stone. They don't get much better than that, do they? That's the color you want. And of course, these colors don't go away. It's not like those, you know, stones we see see some stones out there that are pastels that when you get a darker version, sometimes they fade over time, like some of the non-Afghan Kunzites. That's not the case here. So you've got a true color that's going to be with you forever and ever. Now let's take a look at this. I'm going to show you up close first. This is one of our better pieces. It's 112-6879, and truly one of those values that nobody else, even including ourselves, could make happen. This is one central Paraiba that's from Brazil, which is the original find and source, which puts it on a totally different pricing structure than everything else you know in the world of Paraiba, of which there were only 3 sources ever, by the way. Now we've got a private collection stone here. 7 points in the middle. You see it, can't miss it. Plain as day, bright neon. And there it is, the platinum and 18 karat gold. So you're going to get this 20, it looked more like 23, let's call it 22. I think what happens, let me see, it's not adjustable, so it's going to be that longer chain, but you can switch it out if you want to. So if you want to put on a shorter chain or a diamonds by the yard, you may. But this is our platinum and 18 karat gold. That's a 7-point round Brazilian Paraiba first, which is actually 3rd largest we have. There's a 71 pointer, there's a 56 pointer, and then there's a 7 pointer. It's that big drop, and that's actually considered one of the largest stones overall because these are not stones that came in large sizes to begin with. You get 18 points in white diamonds also, and they're bigger stones really mixed in. What, you have 6, 8 diamonds there, it looks like 8 diamonds, but a little more in the look because the mill grain and a lot of the detail of the beadwork actually makes it look like even more diamonds. So you've got big stones there in the diamond weight as well, the whole chain, and the chain is long. So again, here's what it looks like from a distance because this is not a small, petite little pendant. And yes, you can switch it out, gift it, add it to the collection. You can see that size you're getting there. Let me go ahead and get a ruler here for you as well. So this is, let me show you here what that's going to look like, where it's going to be about, what, 1.25 inches top to bottom or so. And then you've got this great look. I'll show it here on the neckline also so you can get an idea because I love the open work. So really seeing it against a skin tone is, I think, helpful to really see all that open work that you're getting in that size that just makes it look so elite. But again, this chain is really, really long. So it's going to sit way down here. So let's take it back up close. And again, maybe you just need a good chain in your collection that's got a longer length. They're tougher to find and they're extremely expensive. This whole piece, chain, pendant, everything's going to be under $1,000. I'm going to make it $9.99. And then we'll see who's got the aqua. I know that one's going. And then of course, we'll get into that big, nearly 18 karat Tanzanite. That is actually one of the best per carats I've seen on a museum reserve that we've ever had in that huge size. So a really special collectibles all night long, of course, but this one being Brazilian Paraiba, it's still going to work well if you have the Mozambique or the Nigerian stones. They share that same blue-green classic color. These are just tend to be a little bit brighter, and they tend to be a little more neon than even a lot of the stones we saw out of Mozambique, which is most of what we have, including the one we started the show with. So a huge value there and very vintage, I think. There's an ornate vintage look to it, theme to it going on, and it's $9.99, which you could pay for just that chain at 22 inches. So keep that in mind. It's a really special look, and yet you're getting everything that I'm showing you. I always say, you know, if you see the chain on the display here, it's coming with it. If you don't, it's not. So I always make sure you know what to expect when you receive it at home, when you place an order for something, and that's where chain included, which should be more than $9.99 on its own. So a fabulous piece there. We'll keep on moving. Let's do something for the bottom of the hour. We have about 2 minutes till we get there. I've got a really special opportunity on zircon earrings, and these weren't going to come up till much later in the show, but you know what? We've got very few to go around. We'll make it now. I'll tell you a little bit about these earrings before we get to it. This is a blue zircon. Mentioned these as one of these specials of the entire night. This is one of the hottest stones, which is why we've been working diligently to make sure that we have an earring to go with all of your rings that you've been getting of late. It's been one of our more popular stones of recent weeks here. Blue zircon's been the talk and the request of really so many of you, and we wanted to bring you something that you've been asking for and bring you a blue zircon in an earring. Now we have very few to go around, so they will not last. We know that, but again, that's why we're doing it early. Plus also, was it Susan who said, show me the earrings. We want to see those on the early side. Maybe Susan's got a hot date she's on her way out the door for, so let's bring them out. We've got a really special look, and again, match but a drop. So just when you think maybe the best we could do in a zircon earring is a stud, well, if you were with me a couple weeks ago, we had those. They completely sold out. They were even more expensive than what I'm bringing to you now. So get ready for this. This is a drop with diamonds. So we didn't leave it without diamonds here, and they may be a little bit, yeah. I'll make sure that you see them here face up. But first, the matching is so important here because that's not actually the easiest thing in the world to do. There are a variety of different colors you see in blue zircon. They're not all one set standard color. So that's number one, 112-7804. That's why we also have so few to go around, because you're getting two matched to perfection. Now there they are in those bright blues. Lever back to start. Diamonds in that classic halo around. Then you're getting these bright, intense, they're neon blues, kind of like what we just saw out of the Brazilian Paraiba. Pretty similar there, but you're getting a different look here in that maybe they're a little bit more blue, but they're still electrified. This is double refraction at work. It's a carat 39 total weight, so you figure you're getting right around, you figure you've got about 70 points or so, somewhere in that neighborhood. And we're so proud to bring these to you. And the halo and the diamonds, they are, of course, going to give you a nice big look. The halo is VS diamonds. That's 18 points in diamonds. You're going to get a choice of white or yellow or rose as well. So give us a call if you're thinking about anything from earlier. We know that a lot of pieces go after the fact, especially early on a Friday night when, let's face it, everyone here on the West Coast is probably still just leaving the office, right? Just leaving the work week or just getting ready, just getting that Friday night planned out. So here's what we're going to do. It's a major, major value. It's going to be quick. We have white, yellow, rose gold for you, and they are fabulous stones. This is one of those rare stones. It's completely mined out, I would say the world over, but the world and consisted of one source. There was one source ever in Cambodia, and that was it. And now they're gone. They've been gone for a long time. There's no mine anymore, actually. There's no hope of getting any more. This is not a mine that's temporarily closed or on hiatus. It is done. So you've got a chance to pick up white, yellow, rose. I would say the white gold's usually how we see it, so I would probably go there if you're not sure or don't have a set favorite in your gold color. But get ready, because these are definitely not going to last. I'm going to give you a better value here, because I know we're starting off the show here, and I know it's been a minute, so here's what we've got. Take a look at that from a distance away, and I'll get you a measurement here so you can see what they look like lengthwise. If you ask me, it's the perfect size for a drop because they're just under an inch. Really add an inch there when you look, and I show you this perspective because there you see from the very front of the lever back on down. I know we're busy on the lines already. There are very few to go around, so operators, if you'd be so kind to tell me how many you're getting, I may just take this price low enough that a few people might have the option to go ahead and get more than one if you want to follow in Lynette's footsteps and be gifting TVON jewelry. That would not be a bad idea. Oh, they've got a great finishing too in the back, so they look as lovely from the back. Something that I know our short hair gals and our hair up, hair back girls consider is how they're going to look from the back, so you know you have the best in fine jewelry. How they're made, it matters from the start to the finish, right? You see the beautiful finished product from the front, but we want our jewelry to be made impeccably from all different angles, and you see them there. How perfect they are in their drop. That bright blue, it's like a richer blue than we're usually seeing. It's not a sapphire blue, it's not a topaz blue. Completely different and very, very neon, very elevated. And the white, the yellow, or the rose gold are your choice. Let's go back to our wheel. I want you to see these. And there's something that's, again, simple enough. We hear drops. A lot of people just shy away immediately. Maybe thinking a drop earring and fine jewelry might be too dressy. I think this is where you've got that fine line where it's not crossed into that I'm only an evening earring, I'm only a dressy earring. You've got to be dressed to the nines. I think this is what you can pop on with anything, and trust me, they are bright. They are bright and they're glowing, and they are supposed to be only $1,299. I'm going to change everything. You know about zircons, not to mention a lot of gold. It should just serve, because we're, again, a manufacturer, so we know very, very distinctly and intimately how it costs more money to make really involved pieces. And what I mean by that are pieces that are articulated, pieces that have moving parts, pieces that have more than just a band that sits stationary on your hand. This is actually more complex of a piece of jewelry to create. So we like to point that out if you've ever looked at earrings elsewhere in the world and thought, why is it my imagination, or do earrings just go for more money? Well, especially with a drop, with a lever back, the answer is yes, they do go for more money because they do cost so much more to produce. So it's not easy, especially when you're matching stones and everything else. That's the first step. But then actually to create something that has this much movement to it, it's not going to be $9.99. That was where I was thinking of going, but like I said, we got carte blanche to do a lot of discounting tonight. So it's going to be a great way to kick off the weekend together, and it's not $9.99 either. You get a better value, you get a bigger discount, you get the great blue zircons that are beloved and collectible and just have been very, very popular. They're kind of like the it stone these days here at TVON, and they're not going to be $9.99. Come on in on the early side. Even if you were thinking, I'm just going to be a window shopper tonight. I know, right? If you were thinking, I'm just going to be hanging out. Maybe I know Donna in Oklahoma, she was telling me earlier, she says, I'm going to be hanging out with the grandkids. I'm going to having the big sleepover party at my house. My house is the cool house and the fun house. Okay, she didn't say that, but I know it is because I know Donna, and she's the cool one, right? She's the cool grandma. So she's going to have all the kids over, actually the grandsons, right? They're all chilling, hanging out on Friday night, probably eating good snacks, watching some gems, getting intrigued by Mother Nature's finest here. Well, you need a better value. You need a better value. It's a party, it truly is. And it's kind of like, I feel like, listen, if I throw a good party, you better believe there's going to be some good party favors at the end of that night, right? Want all my guests leaving with something special to remember the amazing evening by, besides just the memories themselves. So here's what I'm doing. You came to my party tonight. We're going to make it a better value than $9.99. We'll get these out the door. They will not last, I promise you that. We're very busy already because $9.99 would sell them all out. Anybody could stand up here and give you a value like that and say, there's your deal. But I'm going to take you lower. We're going to go on a really exciting adventure tonight where it's not even $888 or $777. Even $699. And again, a lever back drop 1 inch. This is far too early to put them up. Susan, I'll blame you. They don't sell out. She said, you show those earrings early. I want to see them right away. Well, this is the deal. Now with a new price tag, I have to guarantee, I don't want to show these again and again and again. I'm not one for reruns. I want to give you the best value that'll sell out the couple pairs we have. It'll be a distant memory that, again, some of you are going to commemorate with a piece to last a lifetime. And it's not even $599. These are blue zircons. They're completely mined out and extinct. They're doing a lot of what Paraibas, and actually they look more like Paraibas than anything else. I think if you were to think about what is their twin in the gemstone world, it's Paraiba tourmaline. It's those bright blue-green, neon distinctive Paraibas that we love out of the world of Mozambique and Nigeria and, of course, Brazil, like we just saw. But they're really, really cool, and they're all mined out and so affordable right now. They're not even $5.99, giving you the value. Goes with just about everything because we know blue is a color, looks good on everybody, goes with everything. Of course, if you wear a lot of the denims or the blues, or you know that with springtime coming up and all the holidays and florals start to come out to play in your wardrobe, make it a little bit more sunshiny and bright. Here is an earring you love to wear and get all the compliments and kind of look like diamonds too because of their double refraction, which just takes that blue and then throws a lot of rainbow light to your eye. And we're going to make it better than even $5.99. We'll get them out for $499 a pair, and they will not last. Promise you that. Even for as early as this is on a Friday night, they cannot last at that price, and we've already got 3 pairs gone just like that. So this is the way to go, and obviously leaves us with very few to go around because matching those stones is not easy, and they're $499 if you'd like to get a pair right now. And thank you, everybody, for being with us. We're going to keep these values rolling all night, and we only have about 2.5 hours left to shop the deal. So give me a call. Men's Fire Opal is here. We've got a gigantic yellow diamond brought down to a lower price than ever. That's one of the stones face up. Let me make sure you see this one because they got the same identical match in all that neon, bright, bright blue. It's a neon blue. It's kind of a blue-green, almost like a turquoisey blue. It was almost as if you could imagine if Sleeping Beauty came to life, right? Because it's an opaque stone. As we know, turquoise is an opaque stone. But if you had that really bright, think of like turquoise and diamonds coming together, it looks very much like what you get as an end result with the blue zircon. So $4.99 a pair. We'll give them 60 seconds. Then we got to roll. Jess, are you getting a pair as well? Thank you very much. Tim, what about you? Are you taking a pair of white, yellow, or rose? Remember, you get your choice of gold color? You got it. Did Susan get a pair? She did. What color did you get? She says, I like them just the way they are. Well, Susan, thank you so much. Susan's got a pair of the white gold. You've got a pair of the white gold as well. Hey, Meg. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, so it is bringing you good luck. Meg, has it worked? Meg said she puts a horseshoe above the front door. Yeah, you got to point them up. I don't know. Yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah, point them up for the good luck. Yep. So again, we had the horseshoe necklace earlier, $5.99. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Meg, for sharing. All right, let's keep on moving. We got a lot to do tonight. And again, I'm hoping we'll get a request or two if there's something you've been thinking about or something you want to see or you want to just like challenge us with the inventory, see if there's anything that you have been thinking about gemstone-wise or jewelry-wise that you just can't live without and want to see if we've still got it for you. Great time to pick up the phone and dial in and say, here's what I'd like to have on the big sale that Lolo's doing. So here we go. I've got a quick little something here. This is a really important sapphire. It's heavy. It's really a weighty piece. That's because, well, we added some platinum and 18 karat gold all together. It's 7477. This will not last very long at all. This is the brightest blue you could want. If you got this in, and it's already a 90-point stone, so it's a light 1 carat. So that looks fantastic. But the deal is this. You're getting a heavy band with a lot of it's the 2 most precious metals you can get. So you've got the platinum for that wide band, which you see has that great rib texture, which is going to have a glow about it. Then you get the diamonds that go around the sapphire. That's really well done. That's a 90-point blue sapphire. And might I add, it's not that deep, dark navy blue that nobody wants. If it looks like that television screen back there or the midnight sky, it may be sapphire all day and you may see some high prices out there, but it shouldn't be, because those are usually those Thai sapphires that are not giving us the ideal color. What we want to have is open, bright royal blues, and that's what you're getting here. It's just under a carat. Nobody would know by looking at it. It looks like a carat and a half. So I've seen a few stones in my days at this point, a few, I would say a few, and yet, you can usually predict just by looking at the dimension of a stone how big that carat weight is. So I can vouch for the fact that this light carat looks bigger than that. Plus it's got the 31 points. So you add the halo, which normally would just be on a simple band. This one's got that wide band. So you're getting a full stack here of your precious metals. It looks incredible. Here it is on the hand. It's a really cool piece, and it's weighty, all right. And that one you'll feel it on the hand. It looks great. We're going to blow it out here for a better price than, skip $32.99. I can't do that. If we want to move jewelry tonight, it's going to take more than just, hey, let's just discount by 25%. No, I got to go lower than that. And that would be a nice value. I'm thinking approximately that's about, I don't know, good $700-800 off. Great. Let's get it below that. Let's get it below $19.99, below $1,500, below $1,000 when you've got a band in platinum, which I'm sorry, that can't be done in today's day and age. So if you're making platinum, if you're making gold, either way, the band by itself without the sapphire, which is a roval cut, a little more distinctive of a cut, unique there, that roval cut, the diamonds around it. Let's get the fingerprint away. Let's show you, because I'm not, maybe now you're going, no thanks. There you go. Good to go. $9.99? No, it will not be. September's birthstone, one of the classics. And definitely you see the difference between the blue zircons we just had and the blue sapphire. So when we say blue, it can mean such a variety of different things in the gem world. Blue zircon, blue sapphire. Both of their top qualities. And this is not $9.99, nor is it $899 either. Got a big blowout here on one only. We'll size it for you. It's $888 to the very first caller on that one only. So that'll be quick to go. $888 for one caller on our big platinum band. Let me know if you like that. Then I'm going to preview. We have two Tanzanites tonight, two blue wing block Ds. I've got three in total, but two that I really want to highlight. The one's going to go immediately because it's our 17.5 carat. That's what that one looks like. That's my dream ring. That one's here. We also have a trillion, and we have a round though. So cushion square, round, and trillion. This is the round, which doesn't even look real. It just looks like a computer rendering of make the best Tanzanite in the world and then just dial up the contrast and make it more saturated. Well, this one also, look at that, there's the trillion. So we do have some really cool Tanzanites here, and the pink diamond, the 1/4 carat pink diamond also here. Haven't seen one of those in a very long time. So if you'd like our sapphire, it's $888. We have cat's eye, we have diamonds, we have ruby. We have a pear-shaped yellow sapphire as well. Yellow is a hot color right now. Has anyone noticed that? It's like the color. Right? It's been everywhere. Not technically the color of the year, but that's a brown tone. But this has really been hot, hot, hot. Take a look at that. That's a bright yellow. Let me put it this way. You'll really see that glow that this stone has. That's a very cool, almost like a wraparound. You see how it looks like a ribbon, taking that big triple style scallop band, wrapping around, exposing the smooth side of this platinum setting. And it's 112-6852. Welcome into Friday. If you have any requests, anything we can help you with, let me know. This is a show all about you, your desires, your needs, whatever you'd like to have in the jewelry world. Let us know so we can bring it out for you, and better yet, bring you a great price tag. That's what I'm here to do, and we're kicking off a very big weekend, and so excited to have you with us tonight to just get that party started. It's our 116, so now we've gone a lot over the 1 carat mark in the sapphire world, which is always special. Plus, you're getting a few diamonds. It's 6 points in diamonds. They kind of wrap along that wraparound design. So take a look at this, and then you'll see what we got going on here. Beautiful asymmetry. Let's try it on so you get an idea of the size, because it is no small ring. There it is on the hand, and we're going to make this a whole lot more affordable than even $19.99. And that's one of our bright, gorgeous golden yellows. It's got more intensity than, let's say, this is not pastel Easter basket yellow. It's more of a true sunshine yellow, like what you'd see if you were looking at a vivid diamond. One of the better diamond colors. If you got that, and again, we're not talking about diamonds, we're talking about sapphire, but the yellows are the same way, where the lighter, usually a little less valuable. The deeper, the brighter the color, the more valuable it becomes from Mother Nature. And that's what you have here. It stays as is in the platinum. We've got the diamond accents here on the one side, so they just wrap around along that one edge of the pear shape, and we'll make this easy. Another easy one, and our blue sapphire is still here. You can get the yellow, you can get the blue. Why not have a collection of different colors of sapphire together? And then I think what we might need to do is get some auctions rolling so that we can help everybody out and you guys can pay what you want. Because again, my prices are great, but hey, if you want to get a little bit better, I'll let you set up your own price as well. So we'll do some of that too tonight. So get registered if you're not already. But let's make this even better than $9.99. We'll go for an $8.88 price tag. Yes. Hi, Marianne.
She said that your blouse is really pretty. She didn't realize what it was till she saw it close up.
Oh,
And also, she said last week
thank you.
you had a Grandidierite.
Yes, I did.
And she's wondering if you can present that, please.
Yes. Yes, I can. I think it's still here, Marianne. Let me see. Let's see if we can find it. I don't remember exactly what day it was. Do you by any chance? I don't know, you guys have little notes in the systems and things. I don't know if I can figure, we'll bring it back out for you, Marianne, sure. Give us a couple minutes, we'll find it. There's only been one on lately and I remember it, so we'll see if we can just find it in the back vaults and bring it out for you. Sure, we'd be happy to do that. You got it. Thanks, Marianne. Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words as well. Appreciate that. All right, so let's talk about, we've got ruby as well. Don't forget about the blue sapphire, the yellow sapphire, and then this emerald. Emerald and platinum, we've got a beautiful emerald, and this is heavy as well. It's actually a pendant, and so we're going to show you another great option. We've had a lot of great necklaces so far, and we'll keep that going. But this is a good one. We got one of the classics here. This is another one of those classic stones, but this is platinum setting. So you can see it's like a block, like a brick of mirror finished platinum here with diamonds set within it. Then you get the box link chain included. Loving this emerald. The item number here is 112-6871. This will sit vertically on the neckline. So we're showing it east-west because I want to get in close, show you that emerald, show you its clarity. We're definitely showing off on that a little bit. But here's what we love about it. Platinum with the mirror finishing, stacks of diamonds. We start with the halo around it, give you a couple extra rows in diamonds. It's going to be 15 points on the diamond weight, and you've also got a really good 36 point in the emerald. Let's all keep in mind, because again, it needs to be said again and again and again and again, because somebody out there hasn't heard it yet. And that is that emeralds always face up bigger than they weigh. They're less dense stones in general, so you get a lot bigger face. So please do not think that the 36 pointer is not going to be significant enough to show up, because it absolutely will, especially with the gleaming, glowing, bright green that you have from this Muzo Mine stone. We'll take a look at it here. We'll show it on the hand here so you can get a better idea of the size. We're going to throw in this incredible chain, which looks to be about a 16-incher. And yeah, 16 or 18. So good news there. You've got 16 or 18 adjustable there, 2 lengths to choose from. It's a nice substantial box link chain, I will say. And there's where you get that beautiful glow. Look at that emerald doing its thing there. So it's a big 36 pointer because it, again, presents much bigger to the eye. And then you have this great chain that you can see all the way around, doesn't graduate at all. And I say that because it is such a substantial box link chain. There you see the other O-ring. So you've got a spring ring, but you've got 2 different closures to utilize. I'll get you a quick look here. It's 3/4 of an inch is what it says. I like to verify that here with the ruler so you can see it visually. And there you have the 3/4 inch. Now, got to look at it to go on the neckline as well, just so you can see that beautiful color. I mean, it's going to be even more remarkable here from a distance away. That's really key. So you see now even more of that glow that we love. So there it is, right? Just a beautiful, because it's again, deeper, a little lower light environment here. So you're really seeing the glow of that emerald take place. So only one, chain included, in platinum will give you a great big value right now. Taking a look at it close up, and then we will send it on out. Boy, if you could feel the weight, I mean, maybe this will give you a better idea. Look at the inside, how this one is finished on the inside under gallery. So you see there, substantial, blocked there. It's like a brick of platinum. You've got a really good look here, and there's another angle for you to see what that's all about. And we're gonna take this one down from that $39.99, give you a much better value, help you out with some savings here on our big emerald. We did find the Grandidierite, Marianne, so thank you so much for asking for it. It's that famous saddle ring, the big one. We'll have that for you next, but this one's actually gonna be less than $1,500. Some of my best pendant values lately have been in emeralds. It's just mind-boggling to see these pieces come down in price the way they have and not even see this one. Let me hold it the other way because it's just a better angle to see the stone for whatever reason. This one is playing a little hot potato with me, but take a look at this, and here's what we'll do. It's going to be only, you know what, skip it. We'll do $12.99 instead. And one of the rarest stones in the entire world is coming out to play, and it's only been on once recently, and this was one of the bigger markdowns we've ever seen. We'll bring it out to you next. 111-5905 is coming up, but $12.99 on our platinum and emerald piece with the chain. All right, let's look at this for the collectors out there. And this is one that, first of all, it needs to be said. Most of you have probably never seen the stone before, unless you've been with us because we introduced it. Gosh, when was it? Maybe a year or two ago, maybe more. Could have been 2 years, could have been 2.5. We had our first ever Grandidierite. It truly is one of the rarest stones on planet Earth, a true collector's variety. However, a couple really good things to keep in mind about it. It is wearable. And I mean that because you're probably thinking, well, who on earth would put a gemstone in a piece of jewelry if it's not wearable? There's a lot of rare stones that are not suitable for daily wear. And it just means you have to be really, really careful when and how you wear them, because one little knock against whatever it is, desk, steering wheel, doorknob, whatever it is, it could chip. So we like to point out that a lot of those rare stones seem to be a little bit on the softer side. This is not one of them. It's suitable for daily wear. So you can, I think there's a point of pride in knowing if you're going to own one of the world's rarest stones, isn't it nice to be able to wear it quite often, enjoy it all the time, and kind of let the world see what Grandidierite's all about. But here's the other thing, is that most of the time this has no semblance of green or blue. Our stones here that we chose to bring to you were only being TVON the best of the best. So it was all about getting the best and the brightest. Most of our stones were more blue-green. They did not have the saturation level of this carat 14. And again, like our Brazilian Paraibas, it was generally considered a large stone in a 1-point size. 2 points, 5 points, 10 points, really, really big deal to get those carat weights. So to have a 114 is a whole different level than we're used to seeing. Take a look at this. This one will not last, and it's in our saddle ring as well. Total private collection stone, barely comes out to play. When it did, it was $29,999 TVON price. It's definitely one of those stones that is 100% in that category of priceless gem material. Because I look at this definition as pretty simple and straightforward. What constitutes a priceless gem? What would it be? What exactly is going to be the specifics that can put a gemstone in that category? Well, I look at it this way. Unless you can go find a comparable value somewhere in a store, where if you were able to go find or do a search or find somebody who's willing to sell a 114 Madagascar Grandidierite, and if they have a price tag, that would be considered a market value price tag. When you literally cannot find an alternative, a substitution, or a comparable value, that's when you really consider a stone priceless. And this one, I can tell you right now, nowhere else in this world are you going to find one outside of a museum. The problem there, of course, is they're not for sale. So they're not going to have a retail value or any value. That would be considered priceless as well. So when you're in that level of rarity, that's what constitutes priceless in my mind, and that is what this stone is. Out of our private collection, of course, we set it up in this really tremendous saddle ring that has almost 2 carats in diamonds on its own. That's one of our more highly valued mountings that we create and that we do. So 2 carats in diamonds, you get to choose your gold as well. That's awfully nice and finished on the inside. And yet, as it goes, sometimes as these really, really rare pieces, we know as well as you do that just the price tag alone, as good as it is, as much value as it is, hasn't gotten it out the door yet, hasn't found it its home yet. The beauty of this is that when it exists for a while in the inventory, sometimes a little surprise will come out to play. And the surprise is that we drop the price down. And that's exactly what's happening right here, right now. This price has not been $29,999. It just got slashed a few days ago. So you don't have to spend even what you would spend on just the mounting today to make it. That's a true story. So let me ask you this. If no one's selling it, who's going to give you a Grandidierite at a carat 14 size for free? That's essentially what I'm going to do for one of our TVON collectors right now, because you cannot get a carat 96. Look at this mounting from the inside, and then we'll show it on the hand. Keep in mind, this is that brighter green color. I'm going to make sure it is sans fingerprint because it's a very clean stone. So got to make sure we can show that off. I will say, I just took it out of the light for a minute because I do that when I pick it up, and it's got a little more blue-green than it's reading on TV. Because the second it was out of the light there, and I'm seeing it on a monitor like you are, but then I see it in real life with my own eyes, and yet it's got a little more, it's reading a little bit more blue than what you're seeing on TV. So a little more blue-green, but really distinctive color. You don't see those colors very often. When it leads more green, that's more unique. It's not $20,000. Here's the kicker, it's not 10. It's not $99.99. This will go to a collector tonight because that's what happens when pieces get inexplicably low. when it just comes down to it, and this is where, again, one of the rare gem material stones in the world, it is not going to be $99.99 or $88.88. This is what it's all about. And a collector stone that you have to wear and enjoy, of course, but as that heirloom piece, that piece that is in the family gems forever and ever, that heirloom style, that irreplaceable, nobody else has it. What are you going to do at the end of the day when you get done wearing that? You're going to feel really proud that you were here at the right time, at the right moment to see this discount take place, to get the best value possible, to score the deal on a 2-carat ring that is also loaded with tons of gold. And yet it's not going to be $79.99. Even better price tag. When today's price to make that saddle, have you noticed the big saddle rings have all but disappeared? The smaller version we bring out, but not the larger. And that has everything to do with the way the gold and diamonds are ramping up. So again, this becomes cost prohibitive to just make as a mounting no matter what you put in the middle. Even if I were to put a pretty basic stone in the middle of it, like an amethyst. Let's say it was a 1.5-carat amethyst. Let's say it was a citrine. It's still so cost prohibitive to make the mounting. So once you get the mounting done, it really needs stones like Grandidierite, Alexandrite, yellow diamonds, Paraibas, all of which we've had in this world famous saddle ring, but this is the better value where it's not even going to be $79.99. First caller will get it. It's an unbelievable value when you consider how rare this stone is, and I will make it $6,999. It's one of our major collectibles. The whole entire inventory over. That is one to get, one to own, but $69.99, less than you would pay just to make the mounting. With that level of gold, and look at the intricate details. This is not just a mounting that's flat pave. It's got recessed and elevated portions to it, that wraparound design, that little cleft in the center there. It's not even a straight edge band. It's going to have that little sweetheart design, top and bottom, and $69.99. One caller gets it. So thank you, Marianne, for the request. It's one of those that no doubt probably people are saying all over the country and beyond is, have you heard they have Grandidierite? And someone says, yeah, prove it. Prove it. I've heard of it. I've read about it, but I've never actually seen one. How would you put one on sale? How do you bring it to the best? And remember, it's good 8.5 at the most scale. So you've got a wearable stone. All right, so we'll move right along. We've got Tanzanite coming up at the top of the hour. It's only about 3 minutes away. And we'll have the big round. We have a really good look at I do have a blue zircon ring if anyone needs one to match the drop earrings we had. Our best mandarin. We've got stud earrings for blue wing block D lovers as well. They're not exactly small. They're about 6 carats each. So we've got some very, very, very special Tanzanites. Look at that. That's the earring. Just one of 2 matched up. Those are, well, yeah, I'm not going to have the adjectives that really suffice to describe that stone. And the fact that there's a match pair, there are 2 that look like that. That is some serious blue wing block D museum reserve material. And they're, again, 6 carats about in each, plus the diamond weight and the 18 karat gold. They're very affordable for what they are. So we're very excited about that. The color change speen, I do have a new emerald, just FYI. Big emerald, it's a 5 carat exactly. And this one, I'll just show on the hand, because here's the problem. When I have big emeralds, and I've had several before here, the big emeralds tend to be those price tags that scare everyone away. Look at this emerald and tell me what you think. How much should that be? How much should a 5 carat emerald that looks like this? Tell you what, I don't do this much. I really want to, I may have to keep this off air, otherwise I'm never going to be able to sell an emerald again. Because when you price a 5 carat, as low as I'm going to price one tonight, when it's got a carat of 1 in diamonds around it, that is one for the ages. So we brought out some very, very important. Yes, the Grandidierite is here, which looks like this on the hand. But then you've got your emerald. Look at that. 5 carats, but looking double. That's a beautiful, beautiful stone. This is 112-7915. If you'd like to own one of the bigger ones at a great value, this is Colombian. It's Muzo Mine. It's a 5 carat stone. It's got a carat of 1 in diamonds, and it's literally 5 carats exactly. And also with May coming up, the May birthstone, one of those stones that would really be worth investing into. So just a heads up, that is here. Here's a closer look at it. Yes, believe it or not, we're going to show you. And this would be, I mean, really? I cannot show you a 1/2 carat emerald that has clarity, glow, and color like that does. Now, not everything is going to be, you know, a museum piece here. I've got plenty of affordable. But when you look at this stone, we can watch every show we do here for years and years and years at a time and never see an emerald that's this clean. And a 1 carat is considered large. A carat and a half is really large. This is a 5 carat stone. It's my birthstone, so I've studied it since before I was into gems. And before I ever thought about hosting a show where all I would do is talk about gems for 3 hours a day, every day. I've loved this stone, and I've been fascinated by it because, you know, it's one of those stones that doesn't usually look all that good. And a lot of people are emerald haters. And I get it because they're usually opaque. They look like green, mossy river rock typically. And they can be from Colombian. They can be very expensive. And they don't have all that much pizzazz. And then when you see a stone that looks like this and you realize that emeralds can, in those rare anomalies from Mother Nature, they can have great clarity and they can be super clean and they can be bright and glow, then you've got a value. And that's what this is. You know what? Just call me on it. Just call me. Do not be shy because I know what you're thinking. 32,000 carats, what the buying guide says, that's for a max 4 carat. This is a 5 carat. What's that going to go for? $300,000, $400,000? That would be conservative. If we just take the 32,000, times it by 5, that's 160 grand. That should be more though. It's not a 4 carat, it's a 5. So that's usually as big as a chromium rich stone gets. The buying guide only bothers printing stones up to a 4 carat size. That's all they do per carat. The buying guides of the world, talk to Antoinette Matlins about it. She only prices them up to 4 carats because that's generally all you're going to find. Welcome to the show, top of the hour. Glad you're with us. It's Friday night. We're live. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We got 2 hours left tonight. And I hope you're ready to put it in a high gear for shopping because we got some values. And it starts right now. And you know what? Now that we've seen it, let's just give it away. Let's give this thing away. $160,000 if we go on the 4 carat buying guide price. That's a 32,000 times 4. That's, by the way, I memorized a buying guide. Last time I did that was 8 years ago. That's because if I use 8 year ago buying guide pricing, it will be conservative. Because I'm not going to sit up here and say it's $1 bazillion. It's not. But there is a price to be paid, and there is certainly a exclusivity factor when you're talking about 5 whole carats of Colombian emerald, and this is it. From our vault, loaded with diamonds, carat 01. Let's take a look at it. Who wants an emerald? For cheap. And I mean really, truly, for what this is. This is a piece that should be $50,000 or $60,000, $70,000 TVON price all day. I'm going to give this away. And by the way, look at this on the hand again because I know you may have missed it if you just tuned in. Started with it on the hand because let's prove another point. Emeralds look bigger than they weigh. That is certainly the case here. For reference, and if you don't believe me because you're going, well, I don't know how big her hand is. I don't know. She's probably got one of those teeny tiny little hands. Well, look at this. Here is an 18 carat almost Tanzanite. Which one? Let's see. This is 18 carats. Technically, it's 1744 versus a 5 carat. 17 and a half, 5. They don't look all that different, do they? Not really. The emerald cut and the emerald is longer. This one's a little bit wider, but look at that. But this is real. This is over 3 times the size. It doesn't look 3 times bigger, does it? So there's the proof for anybody, and that's not just here with this stone, that's the case with emeralds worldwide. They will always do that. So again, to prove my point, the 5 carat's going to look more like a really 10 or more. I would say that's 17.44 right there. And that's coming up in tonight's show as well. Here's what I'll do. We've got $160,999 price tag. We can round down. I'm all for that. Who's thinking about it? Anybody out there, Timmy, you thinking about this one? Here's what I'll do. I'm going to make something up, Tim. I know they're saying, can I get a price tag? I'm going to make something up. I'm going to make it dirt cheap because we got to move some jewelry. My task in the next 2 hours is to show you the best we've got in the inventory. Well, check that box. That's done. And move it out. Move it out to you guys. So this is going to be quite the night to shop, quite the night to get a value, something special, something you've always dreamed of. If it's big emerald, I have waited my entire career for this moment to blow out a 5 carat stone. May's birthstone, one of the big 3 out there. Everybody knows emerald. That haunting glow that it has. But we say that's really a euphemism for they ain't all that clean, right? This one is clean. This one is glowing. This one is bright. This one is bright, beautiful, chromium rich. And no, it is not going to be 160 or 100,000 or 50,000. What if we take this on down? I mean, think about this. What if it was just, $10,000 a carat would be 50 grand plus free diamonds and gold. It's not going to be 50 or 40 or 30 or 20. Now we've simply made this too good to be true. It's not $19,999. This is the one to get, and you will never look back except for to say that may be the best value I ever shopped for ever in jewelry in a lifetime. That's what this is. and take it from me. And again, I know we don't have a million to compare it to because in my 8 years here, I've only shown you maybe 2 ever. 8 years, guys, 8.5 actually. It's been 8.5 years right here at this network. I've had 2 emeralds this size or larger. And they were usually $50,000 or $60,000 TVON price. This one is not 19, it's not 15, and it's not $14,999. Let's move some great jewelry. We can either discount the low end or we can discount the high end. And I'll tell you right now, we're going to discount the highest end that's here. And you're looking at our best emerald. And it's now the best price because it's not 14 or 13 or 12 or 11 or $10,999. It's unheard of. Unheard of for a 5 carat. I have literally sold 2 and 3 carats here for more money on this show, and we're going to make this $99.99. First caller takes it, and you can change out the gold if you want, because yellow gold would be, it's already gone. Congratulations on that one. Thank you so much. Let me also just show you the Tanzanite earrings, because these are the ones, and that is why you please do. We already had 3 people miss out, and we still have phone lines ringing, as you can probably hear. So please do not miss out. Dial in the second you see something you love. It pays to be on the phone lines before I even price it. It really does, because you see I go too low. That's why they call me Lolo, okay? That's a customer nickname. That's not a family nickname. That's a customer nickname. So here we go with the Tanzanite earrings. Yes, you're going to get another one that looks just like it. 7727 is your item number here. This is the 18 karat solid gold. First of all, it's a big earring, so it's a stud, but it's really, really large. So we know that much. Here's what it looks like, and yes, they're a little top heavy as far as sitting on a wheel, so forgive me for that, but look at that. That is a good one. That's our 1139 in 18 karat white gold. They stay in white gold. Wouldn't want them any other way. It's how we see 99% of our Tanzanites anyways. They're both museum reserve. They're both matched, and they're incredible rounds that are giving you almost 6 carats in each. And it's 91 points in diamonds as well. And it's going to be a center post with a big butterfly backing. And here's another $31,999 pair of earrings. We're going to do a lot better. I do want to show you the look from a distance. A measurement's going to be helpful, I think, because they are not for everybody. This is definitely as large as a stud really probably should get, right? Any larger and you're not going to have the lobe strength, right? Because as a gym rat as I am, there is not a workout for the lobes. There just is not. There is not a way to make your lobes any stronger. And maybe that's what I should do, though, right? You've heard of beach body, like I could, start one of those infomercials, right? We could do that. I certainly need a stronger lobe for earrings like this. Look at how beautiful. It's a whole ½ inch in diameter. We've got the center post there. I'm going to show it to you on the ear, of course. Actually, it's a little bit over a ½ inch. It is. It's a little bit larger than that even. And I'm going to show it to you here on the ear for you so you can really gauge the size, because they're pretty major, aren't they? That's what they look like from a distance. Did you notice the baguettes that right now I have north and south? You can obviously put those east and west. You can put them wherever you want, but there are 2 baguettes that help make up that halo. So it's the rounds, it's the beautiful baguettes together. Let's go ahead and take another look close up. Get them better than even. Oh, they're better than $99.99. And this is the answer if you need a big center stone, but not a drop, makes them a little more wearable. How about those cuts, though? They're the most fiery round cuts we've seen. And remember, you're getting that upgrade of the gold that is that 18 karat, and it is just awesome. Awesome to look at. We're going to do better than 99. Yes, we are. This is going to see the same fate that the emerald did, where it's blink and you miss them. Call in early if you'd like them, because they're obviously not going to stick around, not going to last. Then we have plenty of affordable for you, I promise. Just got to move some museum pieces, just like we do the affordable as well. So you get a better price than 99, then 89, then $79.99. Of course, you can say goodbye to earrings because we have very little in the Blue Wing Block D overall left. Earrings are particularly tough to make. So again, what we have is made up and ready to go. So if you're looking for the big stud, this is it. And it's also not going to be $79 or $69.99. We have a better value, a much better value. And come on in, because I know these per carats are getting silly low. And we've got a ring coming up, too, in the round to match. So we will have that on the way next. Just wanted to start you with earrings. We could technically, in the next few minutes, get you a whole set of museum reserve rounds that you would never, ever see anywhere else. And we'll make them $5,999. $59.99, only 1 pair there. And don't forget about that 17.5 karat Tanzanite too, because that one's also, that's a very, very special piece. So we do have that coming up on the way. Don't forget about the Grandidierite for only $69.99. These earrings, $59.99. Thank you, thank you. Tim, should I give my thank yous to who our newest collector is out there? Or they're not done yet? Oh, wonderful. She's got to be happy. She got to be real thrilled right now. Thank you so much. And do not forget, we have got a final call on the Tanzanite earrings for $59.99. How about the ring to match, though? How about the round in the ring that actually is about the same size and everything? So we'll see that it's actually going to be a little bit bigger in the ring, and then it's in the bridge setting. It is the match. So if that's what you're dreaming of, is nope, just give me one, put it in a ring, and call it a day. Let's give you some more museum reserves. Start the hour. This was actually supposed to be my top of the hour, and then I got really excited because I flashed those earrings, and a lot of you said, okay, whatever that was that just graced my screen, I have got to see. So there they are. Now you know a little bit more about them. $59.99, verifying as we speak. Do not miss out. And again, we even did the upgrade of the 18 karat gold, and you get almost a carat in diamonds, and it's the 2 baguettes. So see how I have them set north to south here? You obviously can spin these any way you want, so you can wear them to the sides or east to west, however you would like to. Okay, so the big round in the ring that is new right at this moment. Happy Friday, everybody. Glad you're with us. Take a look at this, and here it is. It looks like I just swapped one of the earrings for this ring, but I did not. This is just all a matching set potential. Aren't they something? The rounds are amazing. I love a round, and I know that we're going to have to lift this up to really show you, because the earrings were sitting at that proper angle where they faced up to your eye level perfectly. This ring's going to need a little bit of my help to do the same thing. Here it is. Wow, that's the same kind of dazzling cutting we saw in the earrings. Here's 78.83. And this is a 645. Proportion is there. I mean, we're talking about the same proportion we just saw in the earrings. So think about the makings of a matching set here. This is all the red in the world. And again, you really see that when it pops up to eye level. But the rounds have a special place. And you know, they are a premium cut. You know that. They always are. They should cost more money. They always do. I would say we're the exception because I go extremely low. But again, this is our 645 Museum Reserve. It does have 67 points in the diamonds as well. That's going to run all the way underneath in a double row of big round brilliance, and it's special. Speaking of rounds, there are other rounds tonight that I'm very excited about. So a little heads up on a little premier private collection moment that's coming up as well. So stick around because that one's going to go in a hurry. I'll let you guess what that is. I actually guessed wrong. I'll tell you right now, it's not a sphalerite. I thought it was a sphalerite, but they're too soft for jewelry. So then I thought, nah, we wouldn't do that. But look how beautiful. Anyway, that's coming up. So I told you we brought it out, all the best of the best on this Friday night. I'm so glad to be here to show you all these pieces. But look at this one, 67 points. There's your double row. There's your inside, all finished all the way through. The inside, boy, I wish you could see what I'm seeing with this stone. It still, TV just does not do these stones justice. Let's figure out a way to get it home, shall we? Because the earrings are still verifying. And now we got to find a home for the ring. And then better yet, we just get you the whole set. But let's make this really, really affordable right here and now. And I know I'm looking at $99.99. That surprises nobody because all the stones that are museum reserves that are just under 10 carats in size go for $99.99. That's the way it's always been. That's the set price tag. Then if they're over 10 carats, they go up from there. We're going to make something of a little exception here to the rule and try to blow out some of our last of the blue wings. And of course, the rounds, always a premium, except for right now, making sure it goes for a lot lower than it ever should. Welcome into Friday night. Again, let us know if you have any requests, but if you want a round, it's the earrings and the ring, and that's what we've got. The trillion is coming up later. It's smaller. It's going to be a little over 1 carat. It's actually a carat 61. So if you do want a smaller size, stick around. It's going to be a fancy cut. We have a trillion. It's coming up a little bit later. But here's the round. Take a look at this one. Not going to last. We know that. That's for sure. It's also going to be, well, I was thinking about an auction. I don't know if everybody's here with us yet. I'm thinking we start at 6,500. Better yet, let's help you out here. Let's go even lower than that. And I really want to get you one of our best. And this is how we do it. And it's nice, that nice wide band. Look at that just dazzling effect. This is not even going to be your typical cutting of a round. It's a little bit more modified, so you're getting a really elite quality. I want to try it on so you can see the size. It is a bridge, so naturally the stone is going to be up over those diamonds, but again, not too far up off the hand. Great to, if you did want to stack, let's say you do not shy away from big looks and stackables and diamond weights. You can go ahead and stack on the sides if you want to, but it's not going to be $65,000 or even $6,000 to open. I was thinking 55. I was loving $5,000, but I know the opportunity needs to be a little bit more unusual here on a Friday. So here's what, look at that. This is one of my favorite aspects of this bridge in particular. A lot of bridge mountings are going to do some element of showing you the side profile of the stone, but let me get the angle right on so you can see. Do you see the culet? Let me put my hand behind it. It's right there. There's the angle to see it. So you can see that culet. You see more of your stone than you would in a traditional setting. We're not going to do $5,000 or $45,000. Not starting at even $4,000. This is a dazzling round. We even have the double prongs in the corners to make sure that is super secure in the way it is set. And it's going to be better than $4,000. We're going to do a $10 increment. And again, Friday nights, especially these days, right? Little break in the week here for you. Friday nights are one of those nights when auctions really serve you well, even more so than a normal auction evening, because you're seeing, again, lighter competition equals better value for you. It's exactly what you're about to see right now. It's not going to be $4,000. Let's start even lower. Huge museum reserve opportunity. Obviously, if you're newer with us, you need to know these have been here about 6 years, but getting to their final days of what we have left in Blue Wing Block Tea. So not a time to wait and sit back and go, I'll get the next one. Well, the next one is going to be the never, and we don't want that to happen. You really want to get these pieces now while you can, and it's not going to be $4,000. Let's go $3,500. It's a diamond cut stone. And that's why this one was set aside very early on. We're talking about day one of the collection over 6 years ago. Set aside. This is not a typical Portuguese faceting either. So you get the diamond cutting, which gives it even more. Think of it. We have 58 facets, we know, with a round, brilliant Tokowski round diamond. That's what you're seeing here in this amazing blue wing, which is why it shows off as so much more faceting, because it is. And you've got $3,500 to get it started. It's a $10 increment. Let's give it 60 seconds to start this one off, if we may. And then I think that, what did you guys think of that last stone I flashed? The mix of red and orange, yellow, pink. It is something special. And take your guesses as to what that is. I've never seen a stone that rivals sphalerite before. It's one of the prettiest, it's one of my favorites, but it's really, really soft. And it's very, very rare. So I love when a stone can look like sphalerite without being the incredible, rarity and softness. So we're going to talk about that. We have that great stone coming up. If you liked what you saw that we flashed right before we got this auction started, but not technically because we're still waiting the open. So awaiting a call to get, let's skip it. Let's skip 35. Let's just skip it. Let's go lower. We got to move some jewelry. No auctions. I kind of predicted maybe on a Friday night. Yes, Jess. Yes, I can. Let me go get that for you real quick before we refigure how we're going to get this Tanzanite at home. Are you getting that Grandidierite? You are? Wonderful. Who is it? I have a size 7 on that one, Kara. Size 7 is what it is right now. It's a size 7 in the white. We can change it. That one's, I don't know how small or large she needs to go, but we can usually size that a bit here and there. Otherwise, we just make a new mounting and then transfer the stone over. Or perhaps even have the mounting, I'm not sure. So here we go, 35. We're going to help you out a little bit here. So our museum pieces are going. And here's another one. So Museum Emerald gone, Museum Grandidierite gone. Now we got to get this one gone. And we will, because $3,500, if you don't love it, I don't love it. And so this is where we really take a lot of liberties. Make sure that these prices come down to get you the value you need. And it's not going to be $3,500. We're just going to skip the auction because I don't think we have all the viewership on this Friday night to really run an auction properly. So meaning competition, a lot of people in, back and forth. So let's just make it even better. How about 34? You know what? Skip $34.99. Let's go even lower than that. I'll skip it. I'll skip it. We're already too low on the auction open, but if we don't get the open, what fun is that? We know that there's two ways to look at this. Sometimes a piece sticks around because maybe it's the piece. Maybe it's the price. On this one, I'm going to go with the latter because I know it's not the piece. The piece could not be better. The stone could not be more neon or electrified. So it's got to be the price is how I look at this. So let's make it a little more interesting here. Let's do better than $34.99. Let's go even lower. Let's not even do $33.99. This is a price tag for one caller out the door, and that's it. So it's going to be that simple, that quick to go. Don't forget about the round Tanzanite earrings that we also still have here that would be the amazing, really perfect match to this ring as well. So I would seriously consider the round earrings. But no $33.99 taker? Okay. So let's go even lower right now. Even lower. It's not going to be 33. It's not. We'll go even lower. First caller gets it. I'm going to try it on again. And again, reminder that this is what it looks like face up. I know we're getting kind of a bird's eye view. Look at how magnificent this stone is. in that double row that runs underneath. Look at the side. You get to appreciate almost all of your stone, because look at that, properly set, securely set, not $33.99. Any gold you want it to be, white, yellow, or rose. You get to decide, and look at that from the sides. That's what I miss by having this one set up like this. Look at that. Look at the brilliance from the sides, red flashes broken up by diamond brilliance. It's like everything becomes so much more intense in the round. Everything does. It's just on point and on fire, and I'll make it $3,299 first caller. $32.99, and whoever's got it's got it. Then we can show you, we have only 2 left today. Well, the earrings you saw, then we have the big cushion cut square, which is the 17.5 carat, and I also have the trillion cut coming up a little bit later. So we'll show you that 1 carat 61 trillion. Beautiful stone, going to be a little bit more affordable given the carat weight. And then what do you say? Should we show the big fancy stone that we have? The one that I flashed, that I'm having you play the guessing game on? What could that stone be? Nobody on the Tanzanite. Let's move on. Hope everyone's got one. Final days of Blue Wing Block D are here. I hope you've got one that is a cut you want and a collection piece you need. Let's take a look at it. Why not? This is some of the finest material we've had tonight already. And we're literally not even 80 minutes into the show, and we've seen some of our best. Let's just give you a closer look at this stone, and better yet, I think that we saw it on the emerald. We had, what, 6, 7 people miss out on the emerald. What I would recommend doing on this one is, if you love what you see, you're going to start to love every aspect about this beyond just what the stone looks like, the size, the incredible rarity. As we talk about what this is, let me also encourage you to just call in, because this one's not sticking around. No way. There's no way. It's just the best of what we do. I've been bringing out and introducing to you the last couple of days what's called the Premier Private Collection. It's basically right on par with museum level stones. And the key is this: they're not going to museums if you take them. $78.94 is the item number. I just can't say enough about it. It does, if you're familiar with the Spanish sphalerites of the world that are usually much smaller. I used to sell them back in the day, a long time ago, about 20 years ago. I would sell a lot of sphalerites loose. That's usually, they were collector stones. They still are. They're collector stones, but they're rarely in jewelry because they're just too soft for everyday wear. This is not a sphalerite, but I've never seen a stone look like sphalerite because it's got a very distinctive, brilliant element to it. It's very refractive, and it usually has the what we call the sunset tones, where a lot of the stones are either yellows with reds, or they would be more red with yellows and goldens and pinks, and that's where this one is. It's really, it would be silly to describe it as one color because there are so many different colors really at work here, and it's acting as a kaleidoscope of beautiful cutting combined with great clarity, combined with a major size. Have you taken your guesses as to what it is? Because I'm about to make the grand reveal here, and probably no surprise to learn that it is a double refractive stone. It is the world of zircon, but the rarest color mix, really, because usually zircons, even though there are a lot of different colors available, there are very rarely mixed colors where usually it's just green or just golden or just blue or just red that have those deep reds that you don't usually, it's like a brick red. This is where you're getting a combination of goldens, reds, oranges together. It is, we're calling it a red zircon, which is, by the way, the rarest of the family. But it's got a lot more pop because the reds are usually that real deep, dark, burgundy brick red. This has got a lot of the yellows and the oranges and the pinks coming through. It's a 1672. And like zircons, it's wearable. So a natural stone, one only, 16 karat, 72 is the size, Premier Private Collection. To not have that, describing this stone would be silly because, well, it's probably obvious. And it's a 119 diamond weight that goes all the way around it. Wait till you see this on the hand for a little size perspective on this mega gem. And again, don't worry, we have affordable, I promise you, coming up. But this is one that I'm making the museum pieces affordable. I'm making Premier Private Collection affordable. Everything is affordable tonight. And it really is one of our best. Does anyone like it already? Because we've had a lot of museum pieces go very quickly tonight. This one will meet the same fate, no doubt. Take a look at that. That is wild. Wow. That is really stunning. And might I add, every bit of that fancy cutting done so perfectly. And I get what could make anyone shy away, because if you're in the know with gems, there's a 100% chance you're thinking that could be $60,000 on a very good day. A lot of big designers have gotten behind the zircon bandwagon, and they are really leading the charge. But the ironic part is it's the stone that we date the earth with. It's like a major, major stone as far as history and heritage. It's got a history that goes back. We're talking about 4.4 billion years old. So as I say, better late than never, designers, to get on board and get on the zircon train here. But this is one of the most important stones we've ever had, and we've certainly had our fair share of really incredible specimens and examples. This is one of our best. Let's go ahead and get it out the door. First caller, come on in. Like I said, I invite you to call in early, even if you just want to hang there, because if you're thinking, again, $50,000 or $60,000, that would be fine and fair and well and a great value. Do not get me wrong. I've sold enough stones in my lifetime to know what's a great value and what's not. It's that simple. And if it's not a great value, I'm probably not going to waste airtime showing it to you. That's the big difference between me and a lot of people, is that there's a lot of jewelry that I love that's beautiful, where we can appreciate the artistic details and we can appreciate the creativity behind it and we can appreciate the uniqueness. But if it's not a great value, it's not something that really fits what we do. It has to be both quality and value, and that's where this one falls. So let's bring it to you at a better value than our price tag, $28,999. We'll go ahead and make it a lot better value right now. First callers, anybody like it so far? Okay, so let's just blow it out. And come on in early. Change the gold if you want to. We'll even customize that aspect. It would look beautiful in the yellow. It would look beautiful in the rose. We went with the ultimate contrast to that stone. We're going to get it better than even $20,000. This is where we're going to deal the stone to one of our collectors. And come on in on the early side, please do. I would hate the thought of you missing out on this. And for anybody who loves the power of red stones, reds are the most exotic variety of every gem family. From diamonds to beryl to corundum, name a category. Yes, zircon. Red is always the top. It is the rarest and usually involves a lot of chromium to get there. This is just not a basic red. It's giving you flecks of bright orange. It's like you have mandarin essence. It's like you have bright yellow diamond essence. It's like it's giving you even fuchsias we would see out of a bright hot pink sapphire all together in one stone. And it's not going to be even $10,000. It's not $99.99. We have one. Let's blow it out. Collectors unite. This is quite the show for our collectors. Near and far, this is the way to get it. It's not even $9 or $8 or $7 or $6,000. I'm truly blowing everything out. These are exotic opportunities, and I know how special they are. And that means, in my mind, they deserve a home. They deserve a big price tag like $29,000, but they deserve a home even more. And we can all admire it for a few brief seconds here on the air, or somebody can enjoy it for a lifetime. And this one's not even $6,999. You know what? Let's keep going. Truly got to get it out the door. This is one of the most beautiful stones I can show you, and just wear it and enjoy it and live in it and look at what that does. It's not even $5,999. Truly blowing it out right now. We'll make it $49.99. And when you think about where the per carat is on that one, that's what gets crazy. It's about what? It's less than $300 a carat, plus free carat 19 in diamonds, plus the gold too, which all really adds up. And yet $49.99 to get that round. It is undeniably one of the best looking stones we've had here on this show in zircon, and that is saying something, because we've had our blues and our greens, our yellows, and our even the gorgeous colorless zircons we have are impressive. That's the way to go. $49.99. All right, so coming up, got a lot. I gotta just definitely shift down to the more affordable here for you, because we got something for everybody. We did have some 888 pieces earlier that are still here. I had a Brazilian Paraiba necklace for $9.99 with a 22-inch chain. We had the big Tanzanite studs. We had a huge Kunzite here as well. But again, if you want the zircon, $49.99. One caller. Let's give it 30 seconds. We'll move. And there is a blue zircon if anybody wants it. But the interesting part is the blue zircon is smaller and it's way more money. I'll flash it for you, but that's the way to go, because that's more exotic than this one. And that one's lovely. Don't get me wrong, but that's a 15 carat and it's a lot more money than the $49.99 we've got associated with that pinky red. It really is like all the colors of a really gorgeous sunset. I think we always want to capture the beauty of, anybody see the, that's kind of what it looks like. I was lucky enough to see the lunar eclipse last night. Got a really good view at it, got to see it at its peak. It was called the blood moon, right? At the peak of the eclipse. And oh, it looked a lot like this, not quite as sparkly, but definitely had this kind of colorway. And just again, I think about Mother Nature's phenomena, the things we see few and far between in Mother Nature that give us such a joy, but they usually last moments, fleeting moments that we have to just hold on to a memory. Love that we have some of Mother Nature's other exquisite ventures here, but we get to hold on to them for a lifetime. By the way, this is a similar color. That's our fire opal for the gentleman. So what do we think? Good looking gents ring, fire opal, love that. That's coming up. Top of the hour will be our Tanzanite. That's only a half hour away. I've got a new diamond band here that's kind of cool. Chic for sure, and it's got a lot of great designer texture. Let's take a look at this one. This is our yellow gold designer band. That's cute, right? With that wraparound design, 4 rows diagonally set with the round brilliant diamonds going across the band and over. Then this really cool texture, 7816 is the item number. And it's going to be a quick one only here. So yellow gold also as it stays. It's got some great finishing, which I'll show you. Well, you guys shocked me with that zircon. I love that one. Still here if you like it, although we are verifying on that. Take a look at the inside. So it's actually got lines of an undergallery. So the lines kind of mimic the band shape, but then it's got the circles within. And you can see the design elements go about 3/4 of the way around as far as the texture is concerned. It's a 32 point, almost 1/3 of a carat in total diamond weight here that do wrap nicely around the edges. So you're going to see from the profile of the ring, you're going to see those diamonds stand out. So that's a really good look. And we've only got the one, so let's make this easy. Also stackable, layerable, have some fun with it if you'd like to. It does say 18 karat gold. So you guys, we might have to change that in the system. I'm going to go with the stamp over our people, okay? Our people are great, but sometimes they just assume 14. I see the stamp. Everyone else read that as 18 karat? Tony, is that what it looks like to you? You're at, okay, good. Your monitor's a little closer. Yeah, looks like an 18. So 18K, well, good, even better, because it was priced as 14 karat. So this is, again, it's 18 karat, which we're seeing on the stamp. This is why magnification of cameras helps, because I was doing a little project over the last couple of days that was very involved, and I had to, and I was amazed because I thought I had the greatest eyes in the world, and then I realized I couldn't read hallmarks with my naked eyes anymore. You needed my loupe. There was a day when I could read hallmarks inside of rings, but the magnification really helps. So get a loupe to see all those hallmarks on the inside of your jewelry if you ever want to know about, you know, the purity of your gold or whatnot, or is it platinum, or is it 14K, or is it 10K, whatever it is. But again, this was priced as 14 karat. It says that on the back. That is a big deal. I know it may not sound like a big deal to get an upgrade from 14 to 18, but it is, especially in the world of gold we live in. So keep that in mind. You're actually paying a 14K price. I'm going to stick with it. I'm not going to upgrade you on the fly here. We did upgrade the gold, essentially, but the price tag is not elevated. So let's make this even better. And it's not going to be 20, well, I don't know about you, but $29.99 for a 14 karat gold band that's got width like this, plus that spray of diamonds. I love that you can actually do this too. If you want to wear it centered up, you can, or you could put it at more of an angle, but this is where, again, the texture on the sides gives you a really interesting gleam off of the surface of the band. Let's make it better. $9.99 instead. And look at this wraparound design. So again, you see, sits low profile in the hand, so not hard to wear, but you do get to enjoy the diamonds from one side to the other all the way. So it's not just that stripe across the top. It's going to be that nice little wraparound design as well. So you're seeing it from the profile angle. So that'll be a good one. And to get that 18 karat gold, you can tell that beautiful, pure, rich, buttery yellow gold color you're getting with that 18 karat, as you should. So that's $9.99. Now we do have a diamond piece. It's a diamond necklace. It's the classic diamond necklace, the big center stone with the halo. And if there are any speen lovers, I do have a gorgeous color change speen as well. That's here tonight. It's one of our bigger ones, actually. It's our 265. Renee was just raving about hers. She got one in our saddle ring. She loves it. She was emailing me yesterday, telling me how much she loves her speen. So thank you, Renee. I'm so glad you like it. I do have one today. It's our 265. There's a quick look at the speen. So it's a radiant cut. Wasn't that great? It's got that great hexagonal table facet as well, so that's pretty cool. And then we also have the big tansy is here. Don't forget about the round Tanzanite ring still hanging out. So are the earrings. So that's exciting. And then let's get a gents ring started. Let's go ahead and show you the fire opal. Jess, did you take something over there? All right. All right. Wonderful. So here we go with 1127889. Take a look at this. You've been asking for it. The gentlemen have asked. The response was simple. I watch the show. Every show without fail, I see some gorgeous, bright red, cherry red fire opals for the ladies. What about the guys? So tonight we debut our first I can recall as a gents fire opal ring. And our fire opals are not for the faint of heart. They are delivering the essence of fire. We're not talking about yellow, not dingy, not hazy, not cloudy. Most fire opal, please take a look. A quick internet search, or if you've shopped elsewhere, you probably are familiar with the fact that most fire opals look nothing like these cherry reds that we bring you so consistently. We make it look like it's just, you know, old hat to bring the cherry reds when actually they're super rare. Take a look at this. They're usually yellow, or maybe they get a little orangey if they're a little better. These are downright reds. They could be mistaken for Burma rubies. They're so bright. This is our 113. Obviously looks bigger than that. We've seen this mounting enough times to know it usually holds a 2 or a 2.5 carats. So right on par with what we expect from fire opals. We expect all of our opals to look double what they weigh at least. So you're definitely getting that here. Plus you have the 113 stone with the 59 points in diamonds as well. So that's exciting because it's actually on the sides profile also. So you get a lot of different looks here. You get that large center stone. You get the centered up halo that's surrounding your fire opal. Here are the sides, all done in diamonds along the very, very edge. And then this watch inspired design with your complete undergallery. There's your honeycomb undergallery. You do have about 3/4 of the way. That's that very designer. We all know it. It's recognizable instantaneously with that designer style outlook there. And again, bright as bright can be. No real yellow, no orange, just pure, pure reds. Really a stunning piece. And yet, trying to make gents rings affordable when they start with about $4,000 or $5,000 in gold. This one's on the higher end of all the gents jewelry we do. Gentlemen's pieces can be more what I call the smaller, the mid-size, and then the large. This is really that larger, substantial, massive gold gram weight. No matter what your ring size is, it's got a substantial gram weight. It's the wider band. It's the way it tears up. Then you've got that beautiful undergallery underneath it as well. But a huge value coming up right now. Take a look at this. And men's jewelry at $59.99. I can't do that. I can't do it. We're going to let's just blow it out here. Let's play a little auction game. See if we can get this one started. Did not get an open on a auction earlier for a Tanzanite ladies piece, which was a little bit shocking. Let's try it right now. Let's get you the huge value on its way. Let's send it on out for better. You know what? Let's just try it. You know this is a substantial mounting. I want to try it on the hand if you're not familiar with it so you can see the size. For a reference here, look at that. And it's got to compete with some of the brightest red you could possibly get in a nail lacquer, and yet that one's competing. It may be winning. It's victorious in bringing brilliance and brightness in. Glow, I was thinking about maybe $4,500 to open, save you $1,500. Off the should-be price tonight. We're going to take it lower. White, yellow, or rose, that's your option for free. Sizing, what do you need? We'll do that. And then shipping for free. And not $45,000 and not $4,000. I think we need to make sure that we can get some auctions rolling here tonight. We want to make sure they go. And then yes, we do have a pink diamond still to come. 1/4 carat. I know you've been seeing the 1 carats, right? Those beautiful large 1 carats we've had. We've had a couple. They hang out. They'll probably be here forever and ever and a day. This is the really good way. We've got pink diamonds and all that, but this is the only new men's ring I have tonight. So for those of you that want a really what's fabulous, what's fresh, what's updated, what you've been asking for, this has been by popular demand, no doubt. And yet we're going to bring it out for better than $4,000 or $35,000. Let's start at $3,000 and go from there. $10 increments. Certainly the auction, what it allows us to do is kind of use that loophole for getting away from the $59.99 should be price and making it a lot more interesting right here and now. And this is it, guys. One really statement style with the reds, which we just talked about reds with that zircon, how rare reds always are. That's a good look. That's what we need to see, the hallmarks on the jewelry. That's what I may need one of those. I may need one up here for just that reason. Oh, is that what's happening? Oh gosh, I think I'm headed in that direction. Yep. I've got one of those milestone those sort of milestone birthdays. What about you, Tony, this year? A couple days away? Milestone birthday? No, not really. Okay. They're all milestones, right? They all are. They all are. Celebration. All right, $3,000 we don't have. Okay, so we've got, let's see, Pi Day, Ides of March, Tony Day, and St. Patty's Day. All right, we're good. We got a huge schedule coming up this weekend. Let's make this better than 3,000. I know. Okay, maybe they don't want the fire opal. It's okay. It's okay, but if you just need a better price, I'm here to deliver. So let's make it $2,500 to start, see if we get that going. I'll give it 60 seconds to get it open. You just saved potentially another $500, although it is going to take a phone call. And now the phone rings. That's probably a phone call saying I'll open at 3. And instead, I just dropped it another $500 to try and get this one started. So here we go. 25 to open. Let's give it a final 60 seconds. There's only so low I can go when I'm losing money on the gold by itself. You start adding 60 points in diamonds and a really good fire opal, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to start reeling backwards, but that's what we're doing. So 25 to get it started, 45 seconds remaining. I mean, we're just crashing these prices down tonight. That's all we're doing. And again, still have the round Tanzanite and the round earrings. If you want to pick those up from earlier, it would be a good time to do it. We've got a major mandarin, the big blue zircon, got some affordable, nice little, surprises here around the corner, including a black opal that's very affordable. Yes, we do have the open, $2,500. And didn't even need the final 25 seconds, but that's because I just went too low. So let's do this. It's a men's ring. It's a men's auction. Don't do that very often either, because why? You figure that's not going to be a really good, smart, it's not a great idea when you're up here because, again, there's not going to be as many people shopping the gents rings as there are ladies, historically speaking. So it is a little more, I would say, a little more risky to do a gents auction, but we've got the open, so it is going to sell. So now it's just $10 increments. So that's the good news. If you miss the open, but you're going, okay, now I have no choice but to jump in, because if I don't jump in, I'm going to miss out entirely. Yes, that is the case here. So you do want to dial in as quickly as you can. It's going to be our final 2 minutes. And we're not going to spend a lot of time because we got a lot of new to get to, and we only have an hour and 20 minutes left of the show. And I would love to hear a request. You know that we've been through an hour and 40 minutes of the show so far and haven't had a request yet on a Friday night. So something to keep in mind. Let us know what you'd like to see. But in the meantime, we're selling this one. $2,500. We've got the open. We're looking for 2510 or more. You've got 2 minutes to dial in. When the 2-minute clock hits 0 is going to be done. So it's our very last call on this amazing fire opal. Super handsome ring in it. Let's put it this way. If you were shopping the watch, the version that looks like, in the watch style, this design, we know it's iconic. If you were shopping the watch with plain gold, right? And the watches are great and they've got great resale value and they're, iconic, and that's great. But no fire opal, the ones without diamonds, and similar gold actual weight, because this is a really well-made ring, you're going to find that you're paying a lot more. We know that. It's just an interesting way to look at it because you've got something so well done, so well made. Yes, absolutely. Here's again another look at the honeycomb under gallery. So all of our gents rings are finished. So but they all do have different finishings. So different styles of under gallery. Not that it matters. It's not really something, anyone else is going to see besides you, the owner and the wearer. But this one's very complete. Sometimes it can be more simple lines throughout or simple side-to-side little waves. This is really that very dense. A lot of extra gold goes into that under gallery. So that's what finishes on the inside. It makes it super comfortable to wear. We're only at $2,500 and we've got 45 seconds to get you in. Otherwise, the ring is gone and gone for good. And yes, at a great value that you do not want to miss out on, because look at the price. It was $59.99. And now it's $2,500, and we're looking at $10 little teeny tiny itty bitty increments. So certainly makes that helpful, doesn't it, to get in on something like that. Now we do have a couple of discounts going on some tourmalines and some zircons and some very special chrysoberyl as well. But our last call is now. 19 seconds counting down. Any gold? Are they thinking yellow, leaving it in the yellow? Because I like that combination. Now, white gold would be a little more contrast. I would probably steer clear of the rose gold just because I'm not sure that the colors would, I don't know, it's up to you. Obviously, rose gold had kind of a moment in gents watches and jewelry a while back. Still an idea, but again, I think the traditional options of the yellow and the white are probably the best call here, given that you've got, I really think, to see that mirror polish reflected in this watch band style, this really cool look, obviously not affiliated with any particular watchmaker, but certainly does have that look that just is well known. And then to have the halo on the side profile as well as the top, I think is also really important. Is anybody verifying? I know we had a couple calls come in at the end, and I just want to make sure that if I don't leave them out, that's always the key here. It's hard to see what's going on on the phone lines here. And I know we've got a couple people and operators that are across the country I cannot see. So that's really tough to communicate. But let's see if we've got 2510 or not or more. That's just a suggestion. You can certainly go in power bids as well. And our last call is now. Andy, do you think anyone outside of the studio here is bidding on this one? Because I can't tell. All right. So that makes it challenging. It does make it takes me an extra second to just figure this out here, because I know we've got to figure it out here to see who our winner is, and then I can let you know. But this is the opal coming up, by the way. That's an opal on the way if you want to get a little head start on a black opal out of Lightning Ridge. We've got that one coming up. It'll be 7508. All right, anybody else on this one? Do we have 2510? Yes or no? I got to wrap this thing up. Just trying to get these last minute little, like, again, just got in right there at the end of the clock. Let's see if they do want in on this one. And 25, is it 25 going once or 2510? White, yellow, or rose, in your size, ship for free, no tax outside of California, all that good stuff. So really, it's going to be 2,500 you're spending, or whatever this bid is. Maybe it's 2510. Let's see if we've got it. Yes, no, yes, no. Not on this one. Don't think so. Sold. Congratulations. That's gone. All right. Here comes the opal. Thank you so much. Here's our opal, Lightning Ridge Australian. Item number is 1127508, and that would be our 106. Yes. To get an opal that actually exceeds that 1 carat size in actual weight, obviously they look bigger. They always do. Then 34 points in baguettes and rounds together. Let's blow it out. We'll make it easy here. $888. First caller. And only just that one. So it's the baguettes on the sides. East and west, they flare out. Then you've got the rounds finishing up the halo there, top and bottom. And we'll be doing some recaps here. But if you want to take advantage of anything else you saw. And Andy, who got the fire opal? What's that? Okay. All right, next up, we do have a really spectacular 1744 Tanzanite. Look at that. That's cool. This is actually one of our best values in Blue Wing Museum Reserves. So that would be one of those pieces that we can get for you. And here's the big mandarin we have as well. So we have more in the way of museum reserves. We also have the speen. Take a look at that one. There's that radiant cut speen. You can let us know if you want that one as well. And then you know what we'll add to this? Let's just show you what we got here. I've got these great stones that the truth is, with only about 15 minutes left in the hour, let's move them all. Cat's eye chrysoberyl, 230 in size, in platinum. Here is the ruby. There's the ruby, and that's a ruby. It's a 66 pointer, clean as can be. And then here we go. I'm just going to throw in a diamond ring because we have not seen all diamonds since we had that yellow gold in the 18K. Look what we have here. Princess cuts, diamonds down the sides. Whatever you like from this wheel, same price, $888. We'll just do a quick little flash sale of $888 right now in 4 rings. And 2 of the 3 are phenomena stones as well. 2 of the 4, rather. 2 of the 4, we've got the phenomena stones here. Cat's eye chrysoberyl over on the right side. That is a huge stone. That's a 2 carat 30 in that platinum. And we have a lot of platinum, all platinum as a matter of fact. So they're all platinum pieces. Every piece up here, only $888 just to move some jewelry, give you those affordable opportunities as well. This is the princess cut 4 together. What that ends up looking like is one huge round, or rather one huge princess cut diamond. And if it was, it'd be about 3 or 3.5 carats. So to get those 4, what a smart way to set those invisibly together. And then we'll just give it 60 seconds, Tony, because I just got, that's a little like flash sale within the flash sale. So a really special deal there. And any one of them you'd like, only $888, just moving some jewelry here. Want to have all those different price points covered here tonight. So some really cool options. There's a blue zircon. We did flash one that was a 15 karat that's going to be about $12,000. I have one that's been brought down quite a bit, and it's a good size too. So we'll show that next. And then if you like any of those 4, they're only $888. So plenty of affordable go around, and we can bring up graphics and try them on as you want to call in and ask about them. And then I'll just move our diamonds up front and center. By the way, diamond weight there overall, it's 1 carat, a full carat in platinum. And most of that is among the princess cuts right there squared up in the middle. So that's extremely important. Here's what this one looks like on the hand, verifying already on that princess cut diamond piece. And then the whole piece has a little more of a squared off platform. So it sits up a little higher, and then you can see how everything's elevated off the hand. So that's going to give you the 4 princess cuts, 1 carat in overall total weight. But really, it's got to be, I would estimate those to be about maybe just under 20 points a piece on the princess cuts there. Very substantial, and 1 carat overall, and that really does. It looks exactly like you're wearing one big princess cut, which if it were, you'd be spending probably around $50,000. I mean, 3.5 carat princess cuts that are VS are not going to be running you a little bit of money. It's a very, very exciting look, very high-end look, certainly. And you can stack away. I could see that with the Wonder Ring, with the natural points there created by that square on its side. You could pair it up beautifully with Wonder Rings. That ruby is super clean. It's a 66 pointer on the ruby. We've got the opal, which is over a carat. It's a carat 14. No, rather, it's a, carat of 6 on the opal. And then you've got the 2 carat 30 on the right. That's a 2 carat 30 cat's eye chrysoberyl. Phenomenal gem. And yeah, they're all $888. You take your pick, or better yet, I would consider getting more than one. Adding to the collection, I mean, put this in perspective, it'd be $35.50 for all 4 rings. That would be an interesting way to go. You could just get all 4. And you could get them for $35.50 too, if you want to. We could do that too. So again, you've got your choices and your options, and that's the way to go. We'll have our big blue zircon coming up. Wait, it's a she? Oh, oh, okay. Oh, how nice. We can name that team too. DB team? Okay. Okay, Team DB. All right, we'll let them go, guys. And then here we go. This is it. Or no, we already did that. All right, so here we go. $888. You pick your favorite. And then again, opal, cat's eye, and then the ruby. Here comes the zircon. This one's going to be easy. This one's easy. This is just a good looking ring. A lot of gold, vintage kind of look, mill grain cutouts, lots of diamond pave. 7077 is the item number. And we got a 434 cushion. Like I said, we can go up to 15 carats in size if you'd like, but there is going to be just one of these really electrified blue zircons that comes down to this lower price, and we've got it for you now. The 434 with the 42 points in the diamonds, and take it in any gold you want. And while we do this, you've got a really special way to go. All the cutouts, look at this on the sides. There's just texture everywhere you look. It's all the way from one side to the other. All those details, and then here it is on the hand for you as well. Take a look at that. That's one of the most beautifully bright. Watch this one go. It's going to be our cushion cut. It's got a lot of that fire to it. Of course, this is double refraction at work. We love to see that. And here's what we have for you on price tag, discounted from $39.99. You got a new price coming your way. Change the gold if you want to, white gold, rose gold, whatever you want. There is only one though. And now we've got a great way to go. Hour and a few minutes left. That's it. Let's make this really simple and easy here. And it's not going to be 29 or 19. We got a serious value here. And all you have to do right now, give us a quick call, make it yours, not 19. It's funny, the blue zircon we have, I flashed it, there's a museum, we had the red zircon, $49.99, and again, all these really important museum pieces going tonight. You don't want to wait on the really important museum pieces because they're where they're priced. They're priced in a very pedestrian way, so they're all really affordable. We're not doing 19 or 18 or 17. It's all about moving jewelry. 68 minutes remaining in the show. We see you tomorrow morning, tomorrow night, Sunday night. Everyone's going, I've had so many people asking me, where are you? What's going on? I'm used to seeing you every single day. I'm here, more shows, but in a more condensed time period. So for everybody who's been reaching out, I so appreciate it. Little schedule change. I'm with you Friday nights, then twice on Saturdays, twice on Sundays, and on Monday night as well. So I'm doing more shows than ever before, but in fewer days. So again, 6 shows, 4 days. So you got to catch me Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. But again, that's all temporary. We'll probably change that in a week or so. I'll keep you updated on that. So stay tuned in so that we can tell you what's going on. But this is not going to be $17.99. Take it even lower. Let's take a look. And then again, wild moment here for one blue zircon lover, whomever that may be. It's going to be $1,699 for the blue zircon. And then we have a lot of those pieces from our 888 wheel are on their way. They're going. And then we have 2 different really big top of the hour values. One's a diamond necklace that's coming up. And I think you're going to like the trillion Tanzanite that we have as well. The trillion Carat 61. I don't know if you guys remember the little pendant we did with the round the other day. Well, we have a similar concept coming up in a trillion. We had to take a museum reserve stone, one of our big ones, and cut a couple of the trillions. So museum reserve colors, red flashes, but in a really decadent design, yes. The which ones? The rounds? Oh, the round ring too. The match. Jeanette, thank you so much. Where's she calling from? Thank you so much. Love my New York girls. All right, and guys. Yes, 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 yes. All right, here's the zircon on the hand real quick. Thank you so much, Jeanette. Happy Friday to you. Thank you, thank you. Enjoy. Take a look at that one, $16.99. It's a lot of ring for $16.99, and well done. Okay, so this one, that one's got to go. And look at how beautifully wide it is. So it tapers nicely in the back and on the sides. It really does have that detail continue. So after the pave and the cutouts, you get a little bit of that extra etching on the sides as well. $16.99 coming up. We're only about 6 minutes away, top of the hour. The trillion Tanzanite that is so affordable is also going to be coming up. So get ready. That's on the way as well. Plus, we've got more for you. It never ends. Just let us know what you're looking for in particular. I'm going to bring you a new pink diamond that's a 1/4 carat. We have a very special white diamond necklace. And if you want the largest of the museum reserves in a ring, it's the 1744, which has to go now because, well, look at this. This is our 1744, doesn't get more magnificent. Huge diamonds on the sides as well, and it's going to be 112, 4610. Flashed it a couple times, but it's still at the moment. I know we're getting you a full presentation right now, and if you've never seen this one before, this is special. Very much so. It's going to be item number, 4610. It's our 1744 Museum Reserve, and it also happens to have 78 points of magnificent diamonds. They're 13 points each, every one of them. 13 pointers, really dazzling. There's also going to be one of our best per carats. This is the one I was telling you about earlier as we flashed it a couple of times, just mentioning that this is going to have one of the lowest per carats we've ever seen on a museum reserve. That's headed your way. Take a look at the close-up. Cushion cut square. That's what balances it so well. So I recommend, because there's a lot of people I think that upon hearing 1744 might shy away very quickly from that idea of getting a 1744. But honestly, when you have these, whether it's an Asher or a cushion cut square, they are, first of all, more unique and very much premium. But there's also going to be that way that it balances the carat weight. So it's not going to be overwhelming in size. Let's just take a look on the hand. I mean, there's no better way to reference that than showing it to you right here setting on the hand. So you can really see, and it's big, don't get me wrong, it's going to be a nice big piece, you're not going to miss it. But look how balanced it is, not to mention the diamonds at that perfect point where they're sitting balancing the ring side to side, so they act as a nice little bookend to your side fingers there. So even when the ring is too big, like for me it's about 2 sizes too big for me, it's still balanced really well in the center because of the way the setting is made, because of the way the basket is made, and it's got incredible color throughout. And it's really important diamonds. 78 points is a lot, but it's only among 6 stones. Normally you'd see a good 80 stones or so making up that carat weight. Here's what we'll do. $29,999. Not going to be. Boy, this couldn't be any better, could it? Even the tapering, little details like tapered designer prongs, just really drawing the attention in. That looks great. Not going to be $29,999. It is not. We're going to go a lot lower than that. First caller gets it. And of course, museum piece is really the theme of the show. We've had plenty of affordable to share with you as well, but certainly the museum pieces that we love so much, getting really marked down prices to make them affordable so that aspirational becomes really a reality for you. And that's really the idea. It's really the thematics of what we do and what we bring to make sure you get the best of the best. Also, it's going to be better than even, this is what just absolutely thrills me, $9,999. Everyday great value for us here, the leader in values. And nobody's going to dispute that. Who can, right? It's too much public knowledge, right? You can't dispute that. You see great jewelry out there that's really, really expensive, and you see not so great jewelry that's a little bit more affordable. How about just getting the best of all worlds? Great quality, best price, sale discounts, all that, museum reserve that nobody else can show you. And I'm so tired of people saying Block C's are the best in the world when, oh, they might not be all that informed. I saw somebody saying, again, you guys bring this to my attention, and I'm just so thankful for those of you that are able to watch, because as a team of TVON family members, we can all keep our eyes on everything else that's going on. And I hope that, again, I know that being well-informed, really educated shoppers, as you are. I mean, this is really about more so than anything, it's about education. I believe that, what we do here is really educate, so that if you choose to shop here or anywhere you choose to go in the world of fine jewelry, you are the most informed and knowledgeable shopper you can be. Because, and a lot of you have said that, is thanks to watching TVON, I can now go into any jewelry store and I can be more well-versed than the folks that work there. And in most cases, that'll be the truth. And you guys could go to GIA right now and take those courses and fly right on through and sail through GIA courses. It's something that has always been my goal, as really, again, as someone who aspired to be a teacher when I was younger, who then ended up in television and worked in news and then worked in sports, and got kind of randomly involved in this business so many years ago. It really is one of those things that if we're not educating, there's really no point. And it is true, and a lot of you noticed this about maybe a day ago or so. There was a lot of talk on television, nationwide TV, about these Block C's being the best ever mined, and literally saying it's Block C. Well, that's not a fact. That's just a falsehood. I could just say lie, but again, falsehood sounds a little more, little nicer. But it's just, again, those are not the facts. And Block C is fine and well, and it's all that's coming out of the ground now, but there have been other blocks, and it is nobody who's in the know is going to dispute. And I say shame on people that know better, because they do know better, and to say Block C is the best in the world. I'm sorry, it's not. Block D is the best, and what you're going to find here is that real pinnacle point of the D block that is blue wing. And that's what I think, when you can buy a couple of small stones for thousands of dollars, well, fine and well, great. I'm sure it's going to be lovely, and people will enjoy it. But when it's a different deal, like a 17.5 carat, and it's not going to cost $99 or $89 or $79.99, it's all in the per carat. It's all in the per carat. Instead of bringing you a couple small stones in a light color, you could get one of our best and bring it to you. And I get it. If it's $2,000, well, this is not going to be, right? You can spend $2,000 on really, really light material. That's a couple of small stones. Or you can spend, instead of $79.99, you can get something that's irreplaceable, private collection, totally exclusive. Nobody else has it, and it's not even $79.99. It's going to be another $500 off. I'll make it $74.99. And that way, you can get it for, listen to this, $429 a carat, free gold, free diamonds, and that's why it is one of our standout best of the best values in all of the Blue Wing Block D we brought over the course of 6 years. And so, and being the small business that this is, everybody knows everybody, and it's true that, again, everyone knows what's up, and it's really just, again, very, very cool to know that you are getting the best and the exclusive best that's ever been mined. This is a mine that was discovered back in the late 60s. So that may not be all that long in the scheme of gemstones, but it is certainly long enough to know that as we are reaching the tail end of it, everyone says, all the experts say, we are probably looking at a few short years left of mining this one source stone overall. But again, the facts are the facts. Block D was the best, but there is no more coming out of that D block. So you are left with, anywhere you shop, you're probably going to find some Block C material, which simply just is not going to be the same color. And it's not going to have any reds that are noticeable. It's not going to have much blue. It's going to be mostly still in that purple. And what you really want to get is those blue saturations, those red flashes as well, which you are seeing in this stone, and one of our best. So $74.99, that turns that into $429 a carat. That is the just the center stone. That's the per carat level there. You're getting it with the big diamonds and the gold, which are just an extra bonus, which quite the bonus when there are 13-point individual diamonds on the side. So it brings us to our last hour tonight, and we're going to share with you something very important here, which is our last of the Tanzanites tonight, which is our trillion. And this is a thrill because a couple of weeks ago, this was not here. I have had a number of you requesting smaller sizes. Maybe you're looking for an everyday wearable. Maybe you want to gift one of our Blue Wing Block Ds. And the truth is, up until about a few days ago, we did not have anything in a carat 61 size. Then, of course, I debuted a 1 carat 49 round in a pendant. Tonight, I'm debuting the 161 minimum. That's what you're looking at here. We only have a couple. Trillion cut Blue Wing Block D. It is time to dial, because this is not something we have anything else like. And now we're running out of the museum reserves that we are using to cut stones of smaller sizes. So you know how this works. It's just as if you baked a beautiful loaf of sourdough bread. Let's say you want to share that beautiful bread making skill with your friends and your family, but you're going to take some to work and you want to share it with your colleagues. So instead you've got one loaf and you want to enjoy some yourself, so you would break that up, maybe slice it and give everyone, you get a half and you get a half. This is where, again, we've had to kind of implement that same process here, not having anything in the 1.5 carat size. We had to really take, and this is what you can do with gemstones if you have. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing it on your own. I wouldn't get the Dremel and start, sawing away at stones. But if you have great experienced best in the world lapidaries on staff like we do, you can oftentimes take that bigger stone and we can deliver what you've been asking for. And that's exactly what happened. We took one of our really extra jumbo sizes of museum reserves, and we had that stone cut by an expert, one of the best to ever do it, lapidaries, to bring us just a couple of smaller stones as a result. So again, it's like you're giving up that larger stone, which again, this is how much you mean in our family. TVON family really is everything. You are motivators behind everything we do. And if we find that there is a request that we can't fulfill, we do everything in our power to make it happen. And so that's exactly what happened here. So the Museum Reserve, one of our larger stones, it was the, was it the 26 carat? I believe it was the 2612. The 2612 was cut into a couple of trillions. And here we went with one of the more wasteful cuts, but we wanted to bring you a premium that you don't usually see. So dazzling as it is, here's your trillion cut. Item number is 1127882, and it is new right now. And that's how we made this happen. So you're getting, isn't it a great setting? It's a classic. It really is. It's a beautiful classic double halo. Still emphasizes the trillion, which you want to do because it's so rare. But you're getting a carat 61 minimum. How lovely. Yes? On the hand again. How high it is. You got it. Dimension of the stone. So we're still verifying on that cushion cut. Here it is, and I'm not sure if they want millimeter or inches, but here it is on the hand for you. This was, by the way, item number 4610. What I'm going to do is just live on air here, give you a measurement on it, because it is, this is a millimeter gauge, so just giving you a rough measurement here, but it should be pretty accurate. 11, 12, 13 and a half, and it should be very similar because it is practically square, and sure it is the 13 and a half millimeter. So 13 and a half millimeter square. Sometimes it could be a little tiny bit off. So 13 and a half millimeter square. As far as sitting off the hand, it does have, because it's got to accommodate, the basket work is to accommodate the depth of the culet. So that's the pavilion of the culet that makes up the depth of the stone. And I know it's kind of tough with the frilly gallery work we did here, but there is depth of that stone. So we had to elevate it off the hand to accommodate, and the depth is what gives you the saturation of color, the reds and the neons. As far as the height of the ring, because these are all questions about the ring I just had, and the height of it is going to be, this is approximating because I don't want to get too close, but it is about 11 millimeters off the hand, which if you're not familiar with millimeter sizes, there's about 25 millimeters in an inch. So you're well under a half an inch off the hand. So I can actually measure it with a ruler if you'd like. So that's what it looks like on the hand. Again, it's a couple sizes too big for me at the current size. It is, yeah, it is just about a half an inch. Just, yeah, a little under a half an inch. So that's the depth. Okay, so that was our question there. That one's still available. And then here we are with the trillion. The trillion is the carat 61. This is where, just as I would say, the square that I just showed you, probably not your everyday, like I'm just going to go out and, pick up my dry cleaning and maybe go, buy the dog food and, I'm just going to go, maybe hop in the store, get something for dinner. That may not be the ring you're wearing. This is the one you would, though, I think. I think it is. This is the one that still gives you dazzling, unique factors, the trillion being one of them, the diamonds being, we got 69 points in the diamonds there. So that double halo around brilliance, creating that double halo, framing the stone, showing it off beautifully. Come on in, 69 points in diamonds, not inexpensive. Almost 3/4 of a carat. You can choose your white, your yellow, or your rose gold, but also a great look at this one. And it's going to be affordable as well. So let's get you a great discount here so we can send it out. This is it, guys. This is it. This is the one to own. Take a look at it on the hand. Here we go. What do you think of that? Here we go. Top of the hour. Great big value. Here's what it looks like. Let me just pop it on the other way. This is 2 ways to wear. I always like to do this with the pear shapes, trillions as well, because everyone's going to have their preference. A little bit of a split shank on the sides. But again, just to really give it that balance. Here's what I'll do. No takers yet. It's unusual. Now we've had the rounds go. We have the cushion cut verifying. So this could be the last one we see of the night here and the last availability we have. It's a good time to get it. And again, I technically don't call this museum reserve because it wasn't originally. But remember, this wasn't even a stone that existed 6.5 years ago when this collection came in. This stone was not existing. We had to create this stone, essentially. We had to, and I don't mean created, we don't do created, so maybe that's the wrong word to use. We had to make this happen by taking the larger museum reserve and literally having a lapidary cut it in the same way you would do if you were, breaking something into parts and pieces so you can make, again, more available. But the consistency of the color, the saturations, the red flashes, they're all there. So you still get all that. And now we get to make it a lot more affordable for you. And this is it. So really special. Let's go ahead and blow it out, shall we? We got a great value here. I need to take it a little lower because I know it's Friday night. We got our last hour here, and a lot of you are looking for this stone. So the last thing I want to do is say, oh, that's the ring I've been waiting for, and then, oh, but I can't do the $39.99 price tag. And luckily, you don't need to. White, yellow, or rose. Hold on, we got a little something flying through the air here, and then a little fuzzy on the wheel. This is it, yes. Did she? And is it Eloisa? Yes. What a beautiful name. And she's in Florida, and she just called because she received a blue wing, and she said it's beautiful. Probably said it's better looking in person than on TV. I don't know. That's what everyone says with the blue wing block Ds, and I'm so glad that you got one. Thank you so much. Eloisa, thank you in Florida for calling to tell us. I mean, take it from, it could be her or many. We have thousands of examples and incredible rave reviews about the Tanzanite we provide and bring. It really is second to none. I just got to make it a better price for you. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Instead of the $39, actually, I kind of undercut the price. It was supposed to be actually more than that. Oh, well. Again, big top of the hour. I take a lot of liberties with our top of the hours. Want to make sure everybody tuning in, especially this one, the last hour of our Friday night. This one's got to be real good. Plus, it's the most affordable blue wing I have because naturally it's a small size. I don't have a stone smaller than this one. We brought a pendant the other day. Did it ever fly out the door? It was a 1.5 carat round. Now we've got this one for you, the trillion, carat 61 minimum. I've only got a couple. And they're identical because they're all cut from the same stone. The same stone. So whatever you see here, now granted you could get bigger because that's a minimum carat weight than 161, but they're all going to be the same color, the same beautiful inherent bright red flashes, everything else. It's not 39, 29, even 19, and there is something special about a trillion. Just like the rounds and other fancy cuts, there is something special about those cuts because you rarely see them. Hardly ever. Let's make it even better than 19. I think you guys are ready for the value. And again, when I say a couple, I mean a couple. And then we got a diamond necklace coming up. That's a real classic. And so much more. And of course, requests if you have them. We'd love to help you out. We'll do a couple recaps later if you missed any of the previous couple hours. But let's blow this out now. How about 14? You know what? Skip it. We won't even do $14.99. That's good enough. 60 seconds could send that one out. But on this Friday night, making it a little bit better for you. And having some fun with the trillion when obviously it's a wild cut. If you're not one for trillions, listen, there aren't a lot of options in trillions in the world, so I don't expect everyone to have one at home in even another stone. I don't expect you to say, oh yeah, let me see if I love my trillions. It's so rare in any gem. You don't see it as a facet pattern all that often. So it's not like you have a lot of options for trillions, and that's maybe why I love it, part of the reason. I mean, yes, the sparkle it gives is undeniable. It's one of the best ways to show off the red flashes of this incredible stone, but it's also going to be better than $14.99. I'll blow it out for $1,399, and we'll give it 60 seconds because that's all it's going to take to clear that one out of here and give you the value of a lifetime on a trillion. And you're getting a big diamond weight, but not overdone. It's not that piece that you're, again, not able to wear. That's what I love. Think about it. In 6 years, granted, we sold out a lot of, smaller sizes early on. But in 6 years of offering blue wing block Ds, 6.5 technically, actually, are we coming up on the, it would be 6.5 years next month. Or would it be May? May. So I don't know if they're going to last that long. So 6.5-year anniversary probably won't actually get to celebrate. But the point is this, is that there haven't been that many options in 1.5 carat sizes overall. So even if you were to somehow transport yourself back in time and have full availability to everything we had from the earlier days, or 1 year in, 2 year in, 3 year in, you're not going to find very many options of this size. Therefore, that affordability. I took this a lot lower than it ever should have been in the first place, plus that trillion cutting. So it's got rarity written all over it, and yet it's a really versatile wearable size. So that one is available because we've only got 2 gone and we have 1 left. So that's it. Then we've got that last one. Then there is a pink diamond, and we also have the really, really important white diamond. I know it's been a while since we've seen sizable pink diamonds, so this one could be a long shot, but there is a 1/4 carat, almost lavender. It's a pinky lavender, and it is stunning. So we do have a pink diamond in quite the big size. Plus, there's a 204 in a yellow diamond here as well. And that's got a big discount. And the big mandarin is here, and the big color change Spain, and the huge zircon. But we had a smaller zircon, a 4 carat still here. This is the 15 carat. So let me know if you'd like that one. And then our red zircon with the yellows and the pinks and the oranges and all those great colors, that is still hanging out. It's one of the museum pieces that is still available from the show, and most of the others are long gone. Okay, so next up, we're going to bring you a little diamond special because it's always good to see diamonds, and we love classics. And we know that with, I don't know if anybody else does this, but I do jewelry gifts for Easter. I know, because I feel like the days of chocolate bunnies and little sugary marshmallow treats are kind of, I think over at a certain age of maybe like 8 or 9. So I still like to do a little Easter celebration gift. And so I do for my close loved ones, a little Easter gifting. And for the ladies, it's usually something jewelry related, but it's also Mom's Day coming up, and there are occasions all year long to celebrate, whether it be anniversaries, retirements, milestones of any kind. I say make your own occasion, make your own holiday, make your own celebration, because I think a lot of us have those that may not be a national holiday to the rest of the world, but they're moments of lifetime milestones that we celebrate, and I think that those are fabulous, and I oftentimes like to commemorate those pieces with great jewelry. And when you have something affordable like this is, but also something that I'll be the first one to say, I don't give a lot of gift giving opportunities, because I think jewelry is really tough to give as gifts. Take it from me, I'm expected to give jewelry gifts to almost everybody I know, because that's my industry. But it's really tough sometimes, even really when you know someone well. Like, I know a lot of people really well, good dear friends that I've been friends with for decades, and family members who love great jewelry. It's tough because you don't know necessarily what they have, what have they added since you last saw them, what are their tastes, what has the lifestyle changed where maybe they're not wearing the same jewelry they even wore a decade ago. There are only a few pieces that I really deem as universal classic styles, and this is one of them. And there are very few pieces I can say that about, even here. And yet this is our necklace. It's going to be item number 112-1624. And it's a very special diamond piece with a larger diamond center stone. It looks good, doesn't it? You've got that larger 31-point round in the very center of it all. Then that's surrounded by diamonds around it, 25 points there. So a total of 56 points in diamonds, and that's not it. There's something happening on the sides of the necklace as well, and that's going to be this round diamond. Here it is, the big round diamond, one on each side. So about an inch or so away, actually, yeah, it's about an inch or so, on either side of your center solitaire with the halo, you're going to have a couple of extra side diamonds as well. 16, 17, and 18 inches in length. Let me show it to you from a distance. That's the beauty of, you're not choosing your length, you're getting all of them. And so here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you a great value. I'm going to give it a little polish because I was noticing it had a little fingerprint from up close. So I'm going to see if it's all ready to go now. And it is. So there we go. That's what it looks like from a distance away. And that is what I wanted you to see most, because that's where you get an idea of how big that diamond is. When you surround a diamond with like diamonds, in this case all matching up with their color and their clarity, it tends to read one big diamond. So you see a really big millimeter size, therefore a big look. And what you would spend on a 3 or a 4 or a 5 carat round brilliant diamond is beyond the cost, and I think the budget that most of us are looking, especially for gifting, unless it's a really big monumental life moment. It's going to be tens of thousands of dollars. So I love that we can bring you one that's affordable. Got those couple of diamonds side to side. Here's what it looks like from a distance. I do want to show you. We've got this premium closure That's the lobster claw. Best closure you can get for necklaces. And it's got the diamond cut sparkling chain. And you see the O-rings there? Gives you the options day by day to adjust the length to whatever works for that moment, that neckline, that comfort level. Also why it makes it so good for gifting. Here's what it looks like from a distance. Like to show it up against a skin tone so you can really see, and I'll just even it up here so you can really see the size that's going to give from a distance away. How beautiful that looks. So we're going to go back up close, make it an incredible value. And again, gift giving central here. What about Mother's Day? A celebration of the moms out there that do such amazing work every single day and never. I say moms should get it for themselves. Don't wait for someone else to get you great jewelry. You know you deserve it. You know you've earned it. You know you want to wear it. Something special every day. This gives it to you plus a lot of gold. And it's not going to be $29.99. We got a better value. And then last call for requests, 40 minutes left. So we would love to know what it is you're thinking about or looking for. We will show that pink diamond coming up, and boy, are we gonna have some fun with that one. But this is last call. If you'd like to get the fabulous center stone you see here, we're actually going to go better than $9.99, which is a first, because that's the very special necklace that is only elevating as days go on, because gold's getting so much more pricey. Diamonds are doing the same. You've got a lot of all those elements together in one necklace, and we're not going to ask for $9.99 or $8.88. It's not going to be. We're making this $7.99 to the very first callers, and only have a couple of those available in the white, the yellow, or the rose. But I thought, here we are mid-March already, so it might be that time you're really starting to think about all those springtime get-togethers, holidays, moments, all those different things that are coming up in April and May, and all those moments we want to share. And just again, for you don't even need a reason whatsoever. I think when the discount is this great, you've got a really good value here to take advantage of, because you know you're going to wear it all the time. And here's what it looks like again from afar. So a very special piece, and with a almost a third of a carat diamond. And that's obviously a big size on its own, but then I just love the way it sits so perfectly. I'm not really into, you know, fussing with jewelry at this point. I've got enough to think about, enough to worry about, enough, you know, like, again, I just need my jewelry to just do what it's supposed to do, which is look great, you know, look great on. Not be I don't want to, you know, mess with it. I don't need high maintenance jewelry. Therefore, I even tend to avoid pendants on chains these days, because I just want a full necklace like this. It's so much easier, and you don't have the clasp working its way forward. You don't have your closure showing up in the front of the neckline. It's just balanced, centered. The weight of the centerpiece keeps it right where it should be, and you can have that, you know, at any length you want. So $7.99, it's a great piece to wear. And then also, here it comes. I mean, this is just wild. We don't see these anymore. And I really, truly don't have these anymore. And there was a time, remember, we've only had fancy colors of diamonds for about 6 years here. That's the first thing. They haven't been here for as long as we have. It was something that was later acquired. And I have to zoom back on a pink diamond ring. First of all, that tells you how big this ring is. It's always tricky to get a big center stone, and we have completely, we have not been able to bring in any new pink diamond material whatsoever. Even the smaller melee sizes you would see, like the 1-pointers and the 2-pointers that might make up a band ring, there is no more coming into our doors. So this is where it's nice to see an old friend like a big pink diamond that is substantial like this is. And that's important. And here we go. And you know what? Thank you so much, Nicole. I appreciate that, because that is really, I can speak for myself. That is really my belief system. I always say it's the journalist in me. That is my trade. That is my education. That is who I am at the core as a journalist. So I think it's pretty unusual. You don't find many journalists that get into sales. So again, thank you, Nicole, so much for your kind words. She just chimed in about, you know, the integrity, and the integrity of where you shop for anything, I think, is important. I think if you're buying, you know, organic cucumbers from the grocery store, I think you want to know they're organic. You know, you're paying more for that. It's what's you know, what you're putting in your body. But I think even on really important pieces, let's face it, this is fine jewelry. It's not a necessity, right? I'm aware of that. There is nothing that is, you know, make or break about fine jewelry. Jewelry is a luxury. It's a luxury that we hope to provide the ability to own for everybody. That's a big goal of ours. But again, it becomes even more important to know your people, know your source, know where you're shopping, because again, there's just too much of it out there that's not always on the up and up. So I really appreciate that about what we do and what we stand for, and I'm proud to be the face of the network, because I really believe in that. And I know that if you're going to have and sustain a network for any good amount of time and build your TVON family or build your customer base, you can't do anything without that. So it's the foundation of what we do. So this is going to be 112-7924. It's our pink diamond, and as you know from watching the show recently, we have seen very little in the pink diamond world, from smaller to larger. There's always going to be the 102 and the 109 stones. They exist. They're here. And if you've got, you know, 50, 60, 70,000 to spend, we can provide you with a 1 carat diamond option. If you want to get a big stone that is not going to cost $60,000 or $70,000, this is the way you go. Here we go. 25 points with our natural pink, and it's actually got, I keep looking at it going, did they call it a purple? Did they call it? Because I'm looking at seeing so much lavender, and I really like that. So there's a pink that's got saturation. Number one, importance, you got to have the color there. Don't buy a pink diamond if it doesn't look pink. That sounds very basic, doesn't it? But it's so key. There's too many pink diamonds out there that you can't even tell are pink by looking, so who cares, right? It should not, you're paying so much money for pink diamonds, at least have it be pink. So we've got our 25-point pear-shaped center stone. We have a 48-point additional pink diamond around that. That'd be Halo 1 and Halo 3. And then another 26 points in the white diamonds. You are just shy of 1 carat. It is 99 points overall. And we're going to bring you a really cool opportunity because it has been a long time since we've seen big, sizable stones. So where did this one come from? Well, private collection is interesting. We've been talking about the premier private collection lately with zircons and big mandarins and really cool stones like that. There was one pink diamond that was part of the premier private collection. It's the only diamond in the whole entire collection. Usually it is centered upon more color, not diamonds, but colored gems. This being the world of colored diamonds, a little different. So this was actually one out of the premier private collection that had not obviously been made into jewelry in all these different years. We've been bringing the greens, the yellows, the pinks, the blues. Yes, I've had blues. The chameleons, the orange, the cognacs, all of that. The fawns. This is our big pink. It's our third largest here. And there's really nothing between this one and the 102. That's a big divide. I wish I could bring you a 70-pointer, a 50-pointer, a 60-pointer. I cannot. This is it. And we are going to bring you an incredible value. Now, I know we've seen very little, so it's tough to gauge. If you have been watching our show, probably not familiar with what it should be. Let me just tell you straightforward, we've got this one slated to go out tonight at $8,999. A deal. I don't think anybody would dispute that who knows the world of natural. Natural's the key, because they're even doing lab-grown color. They're doing lots of stones where they're saying, no, it's natural because it came out of the ground, but then it came out of the ground as a white diamond, so we treated it, enhanced it, and made it pink. Very different from what we're showing you here. This 25 pink is actually a pink from the earth. The moment the rough material was actually brought out of the ground, it was pink. All it needed was faceting and polishing, and then to be set in this beautiful ring with a triple halo, 99 points overall. So proud to bring it to you. Let's put it up on the auction block. I just don't think $89.99 is going to do it. We have 35 minutes left in our Friday. We've got a couple of great pieces to recap for you that will all go before the night is over. But this is one that I've been telling you about. We've been excited to bring, and yet here it is. And I don't know, honestly, when you go for months and months and months at a time without bringing natural pinks in sizable, important center stone carat weights, there's always going to be that little lull because it's not something we're used to seeing. It's a lot easier to show you value on pieces we have each and every day because we get familiar with pieces. And I'm talking like real exotics, but we still bring them often, like Paraibas, mandarin garnets. All these rare exotic stones, color change fiend, we're seeing them nearly every day. So for as exotic as they are, we're still seeing them on the regular. This one we don't. Probably tells you a little bit about how exotic they really are if we're not bringing it time and time again. So here's what we'll do instead of $89.99, better value. I'm going to put it on the auction block. We're in late night, Friday night, and last call on this one, and I will take it lower. And how much lower I have to go, I don't know. Auctions haven't been all that busy tonight, but that's to be expected. Here's what I'll do. It's not going to be $8,000 to start. I want to try it on so you know how big, because I always say with these, 25-point diamonds are not going to be necessarily for everybody because it's not going to be that big a stone. As much as that's an important pink diamond, it's on its own not going to present that large on the hand. So we did the right thing. We added a lot of extra diamonds, mostly pinks, that it so deserves, gave you that bigger look overall like you see there, whether you want it pointing up or pointing down. $8,000. $7,000, $6,000, all great values, because where are you going to find a natural from the Argyle mine, which no longer even produces? It's not open. It's been closed for years. Here we're bringing the natural pink. And really, truly, where you can see the pink. That sounds absolutely crazy to say. Hey, you can see the pink. But it's so true that most of the pinks, you cannot detect any of that pink color whatsoever. And so now we just got to make you a deal. And that's all we got to do, because that's what I've learned. You learn that early on just as a shopper. The good stuff goes. And when a price is too low, or a mistake price, or just far too low, below market value, it's going to find its home. And that's exactly what we're about to do here together tonight. It's not $6,000 or $5,000 or $4,000, or maybe, I think at this point we're looking at gold band pricing by itself. All the pink diamonds and white diamonds in that one basically are free. Watch this. It's not even $4,000 to get this one started. It's going to go and fast. Come on in if you want to bid or participate, because this could be the value of a lifetime. Certainly, I don't have another 25-point pink. You're looking at it here. This is the one. This is the only. And it's not going to be even $3,500 we're going to get going here. And really, truly come on in, because this is a really good night to be watching and shopping, and especially in on an auction, because you're probably not going to have a million competitors, or 100, or maybe not even 20 or 30. So come on in, because it's not going to be 35. Let's take it even lower. And a 1/4 carat natural pink. These are collectibles. We may have the open. We're verifying now. Let's take it even lower. $3,000 to start. Let's go. $3,000 and $10 increments. And a 1/4 carat. You know what it is also? I like to mention this usually with white diamonds, but it's more important even with the pinks or any of the natural colors. There are different levels you hit when you're talking about diamonds, where the carat weight hits what we call the magic size. So I just want to make sure you're aware that a 1/4 carat is one of those main magic sizes, even for white diamonds. So what that means is when you have a 1/4 carat, it's far more valuable because you've reached that mark. If it were a 24 pointer, it would be actually in a kind of a different tier of pricing. So the fact that it hit that 1/4 carat mark just on the center is really important. So I want to establish that, because those are the magic sizes we see: 20 point, 25 point, 33, because that's a 1/3 of a carat, 50, and so on and so forth. But those are kind of like pipe dreams and pink diamonds. Do we have the open at $3,000? Sounds like we do. Jess, I have a question. Who is that? Can you share with me what their name is? Judith wants to open at $3,000, correct. Judith is at 3. Here's my question. Judith, I'm still aiming to get a lot of participation and open up the doors of the fine pink diamond world to lots of Friday night TVON shoppers. Would Judith mind terribly? This is just a question I ask, and I mean it legitimately, because I'm thinking about lowering the open. We have it. Judith has come in at $3,000. She said yes. I want to try, this is my only hope here, to try and open that door to a lot of different shoppers. I want to see action. It's great to move a piece in the auction. It's a lot of fun to give a lot of people the option here on a really important diamond. And Judith sees the value. She's at $3,000. I'm asking, because this is the key here, is that she gets the opportunity. If I lowered the open, if I went even lower, would she still want to bid with the potential idea that she could save even more, but just to get a lot of people actually in to make it like a real life auction, where it's not just a one and done? Because I always, well, is that okay? She's okay with it. She probably asked, how low is Lolo going to go? I was thinking $2,500. Another $500 discount, when I don't need to do that, because she already said yes to 3 to get it started. What if we go to 25? Fair to say we have the open, but hopefully it makes it easier for a lot of others to jump in as well, because it's still only a $10 increment. So $2,500, and here we go with a $10 increment. I think it's fair to say we still have the open at 25 now, because she just now has the potential to just immediately save $500 extra off. Okay. Well, we've got the open, yes? 25. Hasn't changed our fortunes much. Still just one bidder. Still only the open at $2,500. Well, this just feels like, this feels a little bit like gambling. Okay, this feels like a major, major, major gamble. What if, because I'm still trying to get a lot of people in, I'd love to get you the opportunity to own a really fabulous quarter carat pink diamond, and I want to make it as affordable as possible. What if, and maybe this just isn't the night to get more than one shopper on an auction. That certainly has been the case so far. It's a quarter carat natural pink. Nothing has changed with the ring, but my price keeps going backwards. It keeps dropping. The open is dropping just to make sure. I mean, I'm trying to open up the doors, get everybody the opportunity to own a natural pink, because the days, if TVON can't bring them, who can? Think about what we've sold tonight. 5 carat Colombian emerald, Grandidierite over 1 carat. Those are some of the sold items tonight. I had the most beautiful sunset colors in zircon that was over 17 carats. We've had a 17.5 carat private collection museum reserve Tanzanite. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Now we're showing a quarter carat pink diamond, which is on par with all those other stones that I just mentioned, and yet it's not going for $10,000 or $20,000. We're at $2,500. Let me see if I can. I'm gambling here, and it's all in the spirit of giving really amazing value. What if we start at 25 or 24 or 23 or 22 or 21? How about this? Nice even round number, $2,000 to start. I would think it's safe to say that Judith still wants to probably get it started. Now she's $1,000 bonus. Basically, she's $1,000 less than what her original open was. And that is to get everybody in, because I want you to have the opportunity. Let's get a real life auction going with some competition. $2,000 now to open. And let's see, because you never know. Maybe we still have the open, maybe we don't. Let's see what we've got here. $2,000. The ring has not changed one bit, one iota. It's still 99 points overall, and most of them pink. Think about where your pinks are. You've got the 25 in the center, but you also got the 48 points in the side pinks. That's 73 points out of your 99, which are pinks. Natural pinks, and really it's all about that center stone, that big one there, but the matching is throughout. So Judith wants to open at $2,000. Yes. All right, so we have $2,000 officially. We're looking for 2,010 or more. I might have to make this the quick auction, because my goodness, how much time it's taken just to lose money and go backwards is not exactly smart business. Not exactly how you want to operate a shopping network, right? Where we spent more airtime now to just drop the price, go backwards, and send it out potentially under cost. And I have a feeling it will, because we do have the open. So we have 2,000, and that's that. All right. Well, probably not the smartest thing to do. But here we are with 25 minutes left in the show. Oh, what's it? Sometimes I really got to be more patient. I think, and it's not my best virtue. It's not exactly what is my top characteristic. I know I need to have more patience. But I had 3,000, and now I've dropped it another. Well, you saw what I did. We went from 3,000 to 25. Now we're at $2,000, and we do have the open, and it will find a home, but it's probably 2 minutes away. Is there anything else I can do or say? Maybe I need to ask, should I just offer something to get out of this? Maybe like a house credit to what do you call it? Like, what do you call it? Like, revoke your bid. I need to have her revoke the bid. This is what I think I need to have happen. Let me try it on again so you can see the overall size, because this is no small ring. Here's oh, look at the great finishing. I didn't show this to you earlier. The beautiful way the basket comes to a point where it acts as an undergallery, then lifts all those stones, because remember, you want to be able to clean your diamonds from the backside and every which way around it. You've got your natural pink. This is, again, 100% natural in the center. We do not offer, first of all, we don't have lab grown. We don't do anything that's simulated or synthetic. Nothing. No simulants, no synthetics whatsoever. Our pink diamonds, our green diamonds, our blue diamonds, our yellow diamonds, our fawn diamonds, our champagnes, our cognacs, they are all natural, meaning out of the earth in that color. No treatment, no heating, no irradiation, nothing but faceting and polishing. And then, of course, setting in this beautiful triple halo scallop designer mounting that is so feminine and so pretty and so girly. And we're at $2,000, and that's it. All right, so we're verifying. Let me do this. I'm going to say a quick little last, we're going to give it a little last hurrah. And I'm going to see if I can get out of this somehow, because I really should at this point. I should not have to lose money on a pink diamond. I realize that's my doing. That's my fault. My desire to have a lot of people active and in on this auction has backfired. But here's what we'll do. We are going to give it away. Obviously, no one's going to bow out at this point. You just want to have the value. And you still have the opportunity to get this value because we're still 2 minutes away from selling it. What we're going to do is give it a last final 2-minute clock. I always like to give you a last final call on an auction so you know it's going. We know that. We have the opening bid. So at this point, we're looking for 2010 or more. Power bids are certainly welcome, but it is going to be last call until it goes. And then once it's gone, nothing I can do to bring it back. Remember, there's nothing else coming in. We have representatives over at the Hong Kong trade show as we speak. And yet, do you think there's been a pink diamond purchased? I would love to leave you in suspense and say stay tuned and find out, but I can already tell you. Because I think that's important to know when you have a value sitting up here in front of your eyes like this is. We have nothing that we've been able to acquire. That's been the case for the last 6 Hong Kong shows, the last 3 Tucson shows. We have not been able to acquire not one new fancy diamond, whether it's pink, yellow, purple, green, blue, chameleon, fancy fawns, champagnes or cognacs. That pretty much orange diamonds as well. We've had a few oranges over the years, but the pinks are up there. Certain colors are more rare than others, and pink is one of the rarest because remember, it's one step away from being a red. If it had more saturation, it'd be a purple or a red. And those are considered the most elite stones overall in the world of universe, the universe of gemstones and diamonds. So let's give it a last call. It's going to be 2 minutes. We ask you to call early because once the 2-minute clock ends, the ring is sold. And then there's no chance to own it again because it's going out the door to one of our TVON family members. So here's last call. There's the 2-minute clock. You get 99 points overall. Obviously, a lot of gold it takes to build the ring and create that great setting for the center. And I knew this would be an uphill battle because I know we haven't had anything in significant size pink diamonds of late. I know that. I'm aware of that. There has been nothing. There hasn't even been anything in the small accent stones, the melly stones, the tiny stones, the 1-pointers, the 2-pointers. They've been tough to get. Well, we haven't had any new ones come in, so you see them very seldomly. So it's tough to get a real good idea of what a stone like this should rightfully be going for. And now we're at $2,000 with 80 seconds remaining to dial in. Now you have to dial on the early side because there is a little bit of a delay. So dial as soon as you possibly can, like right about now would be pretty much let's go for it, last call. Got to give yourself a shot here with a minute and change left to get in on this one. We're looking for 2010 or more. This is our last call. This will be gone. Then we only have 20 minutes left in the show. We'll probably do some recaps here. So again, lots to love about this one, but only $2,000. And let me know, operators, if you're verifying, because I know at this time of the night we also have a lot of requests, usually pieces from earlier. We've been here almost 3 hours tonight, so we have a lot of pieces from earlier that are finding their homes. So again, last call on the auction. Don't miss it. And by the way, if you're new and you're thinking, oh, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? You should, because you do have a money-back guarantee. So once the piece gets to you at home, you have a money-back guarantee as well. So that's important too, because you get to see it at home, see it with your own 2 eyes. If you think that's too good to be true, because you saw as well as I did, we started way higher. It's a $9,000 ring. I had $3,000 as an open. I just kept going to try and get a lot of activity. My goal is singular to really letting everyone have the chance to own fine gems, fine diamonds, fine jewelry. I'm really not here to sell. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to sell stuff. At this point, I've done this long enough where that's not my end game. It's not just to like, let's hawk some jewelry. That's not what I'm into. I want you to have opportunities to get treasures, really valuable, important pieces, pieces for a lifetime, heirloom collectibles, really once-in-a-lifetime moments at a great value. And there's a lot of ways that I could stand, anywhere and sell really high-end jewelry. I've done it. I've held auctions. I've been an auctioneer at Sotheby's. I've done that. I've done that stuff. I've held auctions. I've been at the helm of some of the most important jewelry and gemstone purchases out there. The problem is that costs millions or hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands to get in on those pieces. We're saying stay at home, kick the feet up on a Friday night, and have the jewelry come to you. Don't fly all the way overseas to Asia. Don't have to even go to New York City. Don't have to wait for the invite. Don't have to do the credit checks. Just shop and have the piece delivered and then take a look at it and decide. That's the beauty of it, most importantly, is this is a piece that you will hold and feel and look at and evaluate on your very own before you decide if you want to keep it. So let me see what's going on in the phone bank. Do we have 2010, yes or no? Hi, Sandy. Oh, my goodness. How nice to hear from Sandy in Colorado. Well, let me know. Do we have to? You got it? All right. Sold. Congratulations. That's gone. We will move along. 18 minutes left in the show. I've got one of our most spectacular mandarins. I had to do a lot of legwork before the show because I really looked at this and I thought, I don't think the diamond weight is right. Unfortunately, we're going to leave it as it was. I have a very, very, very strong feeling you're getting a lot more diamond weight than is actually listed here. It's 112-7763. Then I think we'll have to recap that red, orange, pink, yellow zircon that I had earlier that was so magnificent for our late arrivals. And this is just outstanding. It's a mandarin garnet. It's a huge 464 stone. We did set it in 18 karat gold as well. So it's all the top of the line. Top gold at 18K, lots of tapered baguettes. Oh, I love the way they're all channel set, top and bottom. And then they're prong set and elevated on the east and west sides, which I think is beautiful. 464, 131 in diamond weight, but I have a very strong suspicion you're getting more than that in diamonds. And we have this really outstanding piece with this great finishing on the inside. And that is a private collection mandarin. No doubt about it. I can top that. It's premier private collection actually because, well, this doesn't even really look like most mandarins do. It is just gleaming and glowing and clean, clean, clean. We see clean usually and still like on a microscopic level there's something. This one, I had to loop it. I was really struggling to find anything with inclusions on our premier private collection here. That's why it is set aside as one of our top ones and a carat 31 and a $17,999 price tag that it should have. We're going to change it up a little bit here for the end of our show. And do you know that we have gone through almost 3 hours without a request? If you have any, there's still time to bring those out. Must just mean I'm showing you exactly what you need to see tonight. Hopefully that's the case. If not, give us a little quick holler and we'll find what you need before we go. Don't forget, it's not much long you have to wait. Not too long you have to wait to shop again some more because we are right back in 14 hours to do it again. And you don't just get one Saturday shopping experience, you get two on Saturday and two shows on Sunday. So we get a double dose of shopping on Saturdays and Sundays and then keeping the party going, wrapping around the week. So this is going to be less than $79.99. There's $10,000 off. Let's make it even more attainable. That's really been the theme of the night as we show it on the hand here so you can see how large and what an extension of diamonds this is. Boy, that just, nobody would even necessarily know what that is right off the bat, and yet people know it's important. You can tell it has that aura about it, doesn't it? And it's not $79, it's not $69.99. There's one, and one caller gets it. And it's not going to be $69.99. You got a value coming here, and I really do feel, again, aside from taking all those stones out and weighing them individually and adding it all together, which, forgive me, I value the setting, I value the time of the jeweler that put this together in the first place, that I just don't want to start desetting stones here. But I have a very strong feeling you're getting a lot more than a carat 31 in diamonds, and yet it's not even $6,500. It's $64.99, first caller on that one. So that'll be one of our ultimate collectibles in the big mandarin there for $6,499. And that is something I had to share before we go. And that brings me to our recap on our zircon, which is also an extremely, there aren't too many pieces left from the show, but we got a couple that I'll just give you a quick little once over on to see what they're all about before we go, because we do have only a few minutes, and you know, every show is very different. So, you know, pieces don't usually stick around past one show, and then you want to take advantage of what we have while we have it, because then waiting usually is going to result in a little disappointment finding out it's already sold. So great idea to just call on your favorites now that you've seen tonight for the last 2:45. And I do want to show you, because it's a long, I feel like if you like the mandarin, are intrigued by those colors, you're probably going to enjoy this other stone, which is a totally different gem. It's not a mandarin, it's not a garnet, but it's got some wild, wild color, and I'm still just curious. I really think that we have a collector out there tonight for this one too, because, well, it's hard not to love it. It's 112-7894. And just to recap, that something we had earlier, when a lot of our museum pieces are spoken for. And here is the major 6 carat 70, or 16 rather, 6 carat, 1672. It's just so abnormal to have zircons be this size. There have only, and I remember recently we've been bringing out some premier private collection. There have been some gorgeous greens that have been 4 or 5 carats. We had the remarkable yellow, which was that very large emerald cut that looked like a diamond. This is the rarest of them all. The red, the orange, the golden yellows, the hot pinks. That's all together one beautiful melange of colors that feels like a supernova sunset. It's what it, that's an astronomy term, first of all, but then it just feels like if you have those beautiful sunset colors but spun to be this amazing diamond-like, brilliant, refractive, amazing just array of colors. And in this fancy cut round that even has the octagonal table facet, which is very unique. That's just a special piece. And we added 119 in diamonds, which I really not even really talking about. That's important too. Here's what it looks like on the hand. For a size reference here, it's a big one. And keep in mind, it's just far too big for me in ring size. That's okay, we're gonna change that. We're all different ring sizes, so again, we take a guess and we put it as a 7.5. But here's what it is. And it's gonna sit properly right there, centered up on your hand when you get your proper size, which we're gonna do for you for free, and get it to your door. And the same money back return guarantee or return policy, actually, it applies to this collectible as well as everything else you shop for. So that's really important to remember. And it's not going to be $12,999 or even close. We've got this one down to only $4,999. It was here earlier tonight. Just wanted to give you a little recap. If you are a late arrival or if you're just still thinking about it. And the answer is to try it. The best thing you can do is just to try it. Try it so you can experience what it's all about, see what it's all about, because these are stones that get far more magnificent in person when you see them with your naked eye than they can even really be on TV. So huge value there at $49.99, only one. We'll see who's got it. That's a really just outstanding stone. It's such an interesting, all the colors are within those warm tones, obviously, but such really beautiful, bright, reflective qualities, and the cutting has so much to do with that. But that wouldn't happen if it wasn't also a very clean stone. So all of that together just really brings the wow factor. So $49.99, just whenever you have a chance, please. And then here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do a little, I've got a couple more pieces to recap, but honestly, we can just keep showing you some other new pieces here as well. Did have a Brazilian Paraiba pendant from earlier. This one's wild. This is our Brazilian Paraiba with a 22-inch chain. You don't see many of those, but we had a 22-inch chain and a Brazilian Paraiba cutout designer pendant with diamonds. And this one is only $999. So just want to remind you of that one. Very large piece with that 1.25 inch substantial design top to bottom. So that's a beautiful look. And of course the cutouts and everything in it is a larger size. The diamonds are larger individually. The Brazilian Paraiba, of course, from the original source in the world. There was no Paraiba before there was Brazilian Paraiba. That was the first discovery in 1989. So a huge value there at $999. Also, this zircon. It's our blue. It's our 4-carat 34 blue zircon, electrified. Here it is. Now we go from the red zircon to the blue. And this bright pop of blue that's so amazing. And that one's down. Actually, that was $7,077. That one's also down in price tag. That one's only $16.99, so a huge value there as well. And then just one last recap before we go, because if anything goes from the show, it should be this Tanzanite. The rest have gone. So now it's down to one. The 1744 Museum Reserve square cushion with the big diamonds. Lots of you talking about it. Only one caller actually gets it. One caller wears it. One caller owns it. There it is. This is item number 1124610. That is the 17-carat 44 Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve. So just a major value here. 1744 square cushion. Obviously a very elite cut for that stone. Big diamonds at 13 points each on the rounds. Set on either side. Really well done. And that one's actually going to be, it's all the way down. This is one of our better per carat prices we've seen overall in the museum reserves, because we've got this one down to $74.99. That comes down, I've done the math, because the math is where the value is. The math is where you see the savings, and the math is $429 a carat with free diamonds and gold. So how about that for something special? $74.99. One caller gets it. That's got to go tonight, because when you experience Blue Wing Museum Reserves, that's a whole special event in and of itself. When it gets down to prices, though, like you would, now I'm just going to do a little comparison math here. There was a carat 60 that's already gone, and it was a great value, but it was $13.99. Let's just kind of really put this in perspective here. That was about $870 carat. This one's half. So granted, everything's got gold, everything's got diamonds that we do here, so there's a certain something that goes into every mounting. You can't make mountings like this for free. Gold is not inexpensive, diamonds are not inexpensive. But when you look at what's sold earlier, and that was virtually basically about $870 a carat, and this one's $429, less than half, but the stone is larger by some 16 times, that's a very big deal to get. And I mean literal deal, because you've got the big diamonds as well. And that's all $30,000 where it should be. And now it's down to less than $7,500. And it's worth exploring this world of museum reserves while they're still here, because there are so few left overall to get your hands on. And that really comes down to just simply stated the per carat value you're getting, which is $429 a carat. And with those big diamonds for free, that would not be, you know, that's just a $429 if we're not talking about gold or diamonds, in which obviously you're getting a lot of gold and diamonds, and the big diamonds are important always. So that's the one to own if you want one of our bigger stones. There are Congolese tourmaline earrings, by the way. And a lovely fire opal ladies ring. A teddy bear in a ring? Anybody? A teddy bear, a pave diamond teddy bear that's a charm ring. If that sounds good, we've got Burma ruby. Awesome Burma ruby. There's even a ruby bracelet. Come on now. Something you just don't expect to see. Item number is 112-7626. There, that should be gone in a hurry here. You got till the end of the show to, or who knows if it's even going to last that long. We've still got about 6 minutes. Look at this. This is the ruby bracelet with the florals. Oh, every few 3/4 of an inch or so, there's a ruby floral with those diamond cut rubies. It's 7626. It's 18 karat gold, which we don't see very often in bracelets either. So you've got a really decadent designer bracelet. You've got all diamonds. They're actually little curved arcs or curved links, if you will. 302 is the ruby weight in total. They're all Burma. And then you've got 72 points in the diamonds as well. One center diamond in your floral, and then every single link. This pattern goes all the way through the 7-inch style. From end to end, nothing but the florals, where I always find it interesting when line bracelets have a design but only halfway around, because really a line bracelet is going to move. It's going to spin. It's not going to stay in one place on your wrist. And so I love when, you know, it doesn't make sense when you have a design that only goes halfway or 3/4 the way. This design completely replicates all the way from one end to the other. So I'll show you that now so you can see here the beautiful quality and consistency of these beautiful florets of rubies. As you see from one side to the other, the challenge is keeping it straight up to your eye here. So that's one end, and it's going to have an insert closure, and then we'll just take you through quickly on all of those different flowers and all those different links so you can really appreciate how consistent they are all the way through. There's that little curve, and then of course the other side of the bracelet's going to link within. That's called an insert closure. Here's what it looks like on the wrist. So you can, again, as it spins, as it moves, as it turns, you're always going to have that great look. Now, it does have the insert closure, 2 figure-8 safeties to lock it into place, and we only have this one. So let's blow it out as quickly as we can. There's a brand new price tag from $79.99. Great value on rubies. I love that we're doing it 18 karat gold. It stays in the white gold to show off the white bright diamonds that you have as well. Again, one side to the other. So you see here all the way from side to side how consistent and bright and beautiful those rubies are. We take it back up close. It'll fit an average size wrist. So even if you have a little, you know, if you wear a little smaller, you're good to go. If you tend to wear 6, 6.5, this is going to be a little bit longer, but just going to give you a drape. It's still going to fit properly, and we'll make that one less than $3,000. It's not $29.99 either. It is not. We've got moments left in our show. We'll see you right back here in 14 hours for a part 1 of our 2-part Saturday and Sunday series of shows. It's 10 to 1 Pacific. That's 14 hours from now. That's 10 a.m. Pacific time, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. I will be back with you both tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening as well. Same on Sundays. So please join me because our weekends are do not miss. But this is not 29. And it's not 28, and it's not $27.99 either. We're going even lower. A final 4 minutes to go. A last call on this own epic little mini series of March here in this Friday night. It's been incredible. Call us on the Museum Reserve. Call us on the big zircon. This is not $27.99. It's $27.77. To the very first caller, there's only one. That's a bracelet. 7 inches of solid 18 karat gold. Diamonds linking up all these beautifully matched flowers of rubies. Another great Mom's Day gift, I think, and still wearable and stackable every day or with other things. You can wear it on its own. It's got enough size to be the wow factor on its own, or you can stack it up and layer it with other pieces as well. But that choice is yours. You just get the piece at home for the value it is. Take advantage. Again, 18 karat solid white gold. That's been our only bracelet of the entire day. or evening, if you will. So I would really highly recommend that. And remember, we still have that amazing, amazing zircon. That one surprises me a bit. That zircon should go, and again, waiting till the following day. We do obviously this quick turnaround. It's not a 24-hour or 21-hour turnaround between Friday nights and Saturday morning. It's a really quick turnaround. It really truly means with everyone, a lot of people being out on Friday nights, by the time Saturday morning rolls around, a lot of people do catch up with the recording of the show. I'm here early on Saturday mornings, earlier than the show starting. And for years, I've been doing the Saturday mornings, like 8:30. And I got to tell you, we have a lot of people who call before Saturday gets started at 10 a.m., before the broadcast begins, and call and ask about pieces from Friday. It's really rare that they're still available. And that's because the end of this show is when people are making decisions and taking the pieces that are left. So make sure you're not waiting, because you get the first dibs. You get the top priority. So you're here live. You've seen the 3 hours of amazing jewelry. Not much left of it from this 3-hour show. So call us on the few pieces. Again, check on availability from anything you've seen as well. Your operators have the up-to-date information there on availability. And then tune in tomorrow morning for an entirely brand new set of items for our 3 big hours for our Saturday. It is a blast. Make sure you're with us. Of course, it's a big mid-March weekend here where we've got a lot of exciting things happening. So make sure you're with us again tomorrow morning. Hey, if we can't see you in the morning, we'll see you in the evening as well at 5 o'clock. So 2 shows on Saturday, 2 shows on Sunday. They start at 10 a.m. Pacific and 5 p.m. Pacific, and I'll be with you for all of them. So make sure you're with me, guys. Big weekend shows you never want to miss. And I don't always get to preview what's coming up, but they're always amazing items. So don't miss out on those ideas. We'll be with you at 10 a.m. bright and early tomorrow morning. And then, of course, we'll see you back in the evening as well. But again, this is the key to dial in and check on availability of anything you've seen tonight. The bracelet is verifying now. The zircon is verifying. That zircon is not sticking around. You know it, and I know it, and everybody knows it. This $49.99 deal is the deal. That's the museum piece that is the deal. So if you want to have that zircon in your life, make sure you capture it, get it, let us send it to you, then decide. Because that zircon for, again, 16.72 carats, under $5,000, when it also has a carat and a fifth in diamonds, that's really impressive. And we have 30 seconds remaining, so I wish you a wonderful rest of your evening, whatever that entails. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for shopping. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for all your feedback. Thank you for all your interaction tonight. We appreciate it so much. And of course, don't forget to dial in, because we're here for a few minutes. The phone lines stay open for a couple more minutes to take your orders or answer your questions you have about tonight's jewelry. So I will see you in 14 hours. We got a big Saturday plan for you, and Sunday as well. So thank you again for joining me tonight. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow at 10 a.m. See you then.